How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the emergency meeting on the Jumper Punch channel. I am your host tonight, Marcello, or Mars, as your weekly guest or co-host on the Jumper Punch on a Tuesday night. What a wild world of free agency. We got our deals done, or they got their deals done. TDK, or Tom DeCont, St Kilda, and Jack needs his daddy gone to St Kilda. They got the money laundering business down there at Bay Street or Moorabbin or Sandringham or wherever you want to put it to them. And Carlton we're just waiting. All Carlton fans are just waiting like we always are, how we've been for the past couple of off seasons. So I welcome everybody to the panel tonight. We've got Snapper, Aiden, Peter, and Maurizio Morris, or whatever you want to call yourself, Morris, these days. I don't know what you want to call yourself. How are you?
Good, mate. Boys, how are you all?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Aiden looks like he's going to kill somebody. Like, he's always got that look, that killer look, always. Snapper has been, we've been in the lobby just waiting, and he hasn't said a word yet. So I don't know if he's a ticking time bomb tonight or he's mellowed out. I don't know. And Peter came in here all happy as Larry. Good to see his face.
That's just a cover. That's just a deception.
Yeah, is it this? Who? Snapper?
Maybe a deception. No, me.
Maybe it is deception.
Maybe.
Tonight. Maybe it's like Nick Austin and Agresta at the waiting. We're just waiting. We're keeping our powder dry and Graham Wright. Apparently, a few people saying that he's trying to weed out all the clicks. I don't know what I've heard. I don't know what you've heard. But yeah, where do we start tonight? Where do we start? There's a lot to unpack.
I'm confused. I'm confused as fuck.
Why are you confused?
Because he's always confused.
His life is a confusion. His life is a confusion. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button as well. It'll help.
And if you really like the show, hit the like button twice.
All right. And hit the dislike if you dislike it.
Yeah.
No,
the reason.
Hello, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
What's going on, boys?
How you going, Andy? Good, you?
Good, mate. What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm guessing you're working or hardly working or whatever you want to call it.
I'm working, bro. I'm working.
Good week for Carlton, I guess. What do you reckon?
Is it? And that's why I'm confused.
I don't know anymore. I don't know what's good and I don't know what's bad anymore.
Like
we recruited North Melbourne's midfield coach.
Lee Adams, cuz.
Lee fucking Adams, bro.
It started well. That started well. You get pick 9 for TDK, which you knew was always going to come. There was questions over the Silvani, Bound,
pick 19
combo, which ended up being that's a great win for the club.
I think that's a major win, to be honest. Great get.
On those two announcements, you think, oh, great, there's the win. But then you have a look at the 3 appointments that the club have put in the coaching panel, and basically what they've done is they've appointed, 2 weeks ago they appointed Josh Fraser, and today they appointed Adams and Tosclo. I can't remember his name.
They appointed Damien Truslove, however you want to call it, the lover man.
Don't know much about him, but he's come from Richmond, Sydney, and GWS, so there's a bit of success there behind him. They didn't really elaborate on what his roles were there, but they then go and get the North Melbourne midfield coach in Adams to join us, and he's taking over the reins as the mid coach. Ash Hansen's going to be moved down as the defence coach, and Josh Fraser as the forward coach. But here's the cherry on top for everyone. Jordan Russell is officially the head of football. Head of development. And,
Okay, where do we start?
Like, my question to you guys is, we've had 6 exiting coaches, 3 have come in, yeah?
Mhm.
Where's the support that they said that they were going to put around Voss? Because I don't see it in there now.
I think we were linked at one point to Travis Boak. I don't know if that's going to come around. I don't know. We'll probably have to wait and
To
see.
who? To Boak.
Travis
Yeah.
Boak. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Who knows? But in terms of Jordan Russell's development, I mean, this year, right, he was forwards coach. And if you can tell me right now, where's the structure in the forward line? I'm not saying it's completely him, but he's the forwards coach. Part of it has to go to him. Now, if you can't possibly organise a forward line, what chances do you have in development? Especially with the likes of Cody Walker and also Harry Dean about to come in.
Jagger.
I don't get it.
But even
Jagger Smith is all, yeah.
He's now touted as a first rounder. They're saying that he's going to go in the first round.
Wow. And also Richmond, right? And Richmond, they managed to get Luke Bruce as development. And I'm thinking, did we actually ask the question to get someone like him instead?
No.
No, of course not. No.
Don't know. And I did. Hawthorn got Carousella as well too, yeah?
Yep. Under Brett Radden, who's head development as well.
So is there a chance that maybe Hickmont might be on the out and coming to us?
Maybe. That was touted. That was touted a few weeks ago. Yes.
He's one that I really want.
Be very careful with that because
he's got the runs on the board. If you go and have a look at his whole coaching career.
I heard from we had a chat with a past premiership player, and it's only his opinion. He doesn't really rate Hickmont. I don't know. We're going to take that for granted. He doesn't really rate Hickmont at all. So, but we'll wait and see. I don't know if he's going to come to Carlton.
Well, in that, how great of a great premiership player is this bloke? Because bear in mind, we've got a few premiership players at the club that we've made premiership plays because of other players, because of the side. And the reason why I say that is you've got to remember in 2022, 2023, Hawthorn were a rebel.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just come out of nowhere. So you've got to put a lot of that on the coaching, on the line coaches. They've got to be applauded for that as well too, yeah, for their turnaround.
I don't know where we were, but the last thing I got was that you said they didn't put any help around Michael Voss. So I'm not going to make you reiterate the point, but yeah, Snapper's just about to. He looks like he's having a shit, and yeah, sorry, internet just cut out. So yeah, Morris is the GOAT. Many people said Voss isn't the issue, and it's the assistants around him. While these new coaches better smash it, otherwise it's on them from now on. Logic, can't wait. What happened to Mars? Just dropped out.
Hang on, can you get back to that comment? Put that comment back up.
Yeah. There you go.
Many people said Voss isn't the issue.
Hi to everybody
around him. Well, these new assistant coaches better smash it, otherwise it's on them from now on. The problem with that comment by Bo is there's still 3 of the assistant coaches we had from this season are still there at the club, albeit one of them isn't an assistant coach. So 2 of them are. So when I heard the announcements today, I saw Ashley Hansen had gone to defensive coach. I thought he never played defense. So what's that about? And then Tim Clark is the center bounce stoppage. And I'm thinking myself, once again, the midfield got obliterated all season and they've kept this bloke on. I was expecting to have 3, those 3 to be basically let go. But instead, we've put one up on his role as in a development. I don't know what the hell Andrew, what's his name, Russell can develop. Ashley Hansen in defence. Surely you can find someone better than him. And Tim Clark as a stoppage and clearance guy. And I'm thinking to myself, is this club really looking to say maybe take a step forward next year? Because the announcements today, I mean, are they par, above par? I reckon to me they're below par. I thought once the finals,
and that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Sorry, Snap. Can I, in regards to Tim Clark, right? So, I sit with Wiedering's family. I've sat with Wiedering's family at the football for years, right, and have got to know him quite well. So basically, both his grandparents and his parents, right? And I remember a conversation many years ago where they spoke to me and we were talking about Jacob, how he would always tell them that Tim Clark was the best thing when they had him as a backline coach, right? And then he got moved out of the backline, and this is quite a few years ago, right? And they then said to me that like Jacob Wiedering was absolutely gutted that Tim Clark was not his line coach anymore. All right. And I think that happened before Voss's appointment. All right. And you ask yourself, like, if you've got your number one bloke that's your general of defence, and the word is that you lose Wiedering, you're pretty much cooked, right? Or whatever, right? Wouldn't his input have any sway? Like in who he wants leading him? Like who would make the decision? Like if you've got your general, it's like Cripper going to the board and the head of footy saying, this midfield coach that we've got is the absolute best. He's the reason why I won 2 Brownlows. And then they say, oh, okay, we're now going to take him out of the midfield. You know, like, why would we do, and make decisions like that?
Yeah, but I don't think a coach would, just because he was the midfield coach this year, I don't think he would have had an input into the defensive coaches as well, because that's what they are. They're assistant coaches. They're all there to help each other, not just.
I get that. I understand the way.
The big problem is for me is we've gone backwards and we've kept 3 blokes that were on that panel. Now, wouldn't you do a massive clean out and go, right, let's clean out the assistant coaches completely, fresh faces, and get fresh faces next to Voss. That way you've covered all grounds except for the coach. So then if things don't work and you have to report back to the assistant coaches and you ask them the question, what's going on here? Well, your fresh faces could easily turn around and say, well, Vossi's just not up to it. But you've got he's still got his mates sitting next to him.
Well, his head of development now. He'd see the head of development is Jordan Russell.
Yeah, what a joke.
Yep.
That's spun me out.
I don't.
He can't get the forward line right. Even if he's going to development. It's comical.
The other question that needs to be asked as well too, right, in regards to the appointments. I was always, and I've always stated, right, so I didn't think Michael Voss was the issue. I always said that Michael Voss's hands were handcuffed, all right? And I also found out that Greg Williams, the cancer, basically restricted Voss from changing our contested game plan multiple times, right? Mate, you ask yourself the 5 families, right? But the question that I want asked, right? So I wanted to say, hey, you know what? Voss is contracted. I don't believe it was all his fault. Let's background right. You stick with him, but put support around him, right? If we're all wrong, and Michael Voss isn't the answer, and we're 1-8 next year, who out of our appointments can you turn around and say takes the chair?
None.
I'm gonna say Josh Fraser.
Well, actually, yeah, Josh Fraser.
Probably Ash Hansen. Maybe. As an interim.
I disagree. I reckon Josh Fraser.
But like they haven't put anyone in there. Like if you look at, and I was talking to Andy a little bit earlier, right? Like, and if you go back to the early 2000s, right, when Geelong was at that premiership, benchmark, and then you move on, to like the Hawthorns, and then Richmond came into it. Have a look at the names that got filtered around their coaching panel. All right. And the movement, like from Geelong, you'll have an assistant that will move to another club, and then that club will spike, and then he'll move on. And same at like Hawthorn, when like everyone was poaching Clarko's assistants and then Hardwick's assistants and that. Why aren't we doing that?
I don't.
It's because they're contracted.
Maybe maybe we can't poach them like that caliber.
Maybe our culture's too cooked for us to actually get them right now. But we'll see what happens down the track. Like certain plays that we can't get in.
I don't know. Maybe we can't get them, but I'm not subscribing to that. Maybe they've put out the feelers and they just didn't want to come. But
why wouldn't you want to come? If you're a good coach,
yeah,
all right. Like let's say a Hayden Skipworth, right?
Yeah.
If you're at Collingwood, all right, and you've got the ambition of one day becoming a senior coach.
Senior coach, yeah.
All right, you're not going to coach Collingwood.
Well, no, not right now.
Because McRae's got no intentions of leaving. He's still young.
Yeah.
So McRae's work's not done, right? So you can't say that there's a the transition period for Skipworth to take over McRae, right? But Skipworth can turn around and say, hey, you know what? I can put some extra notches on my CV, go to Carlton, turn the club around, make it as if, Hayden Skipworth, get his name out there. Now, 2 things can happen. Carlton become a good side, and Voss keeps his job, all right? And part of that is because of the assistants, right? But then you might get but then you get a club that goes through a bad tenure, and they want to get rid of their coach. Hey, Hayden Skipworth, you want to come to us?
Yeah. Then they pick him up.
You got the runs on the board at Collingwood and Carlton.
Well, you got this one from Rocco. Just like chess, it's all right to keep the pieces on the board and move them in different positions, but you better move them to the right square or you're going to get checkmate. Checkmated.
Apparently, the 3 Musketeers are still contracted. That's
why they are. I don't think they could have got rid of them all. all in one hit.
Yeah.
That would have been, I think, that would have been the whole coaching panel gone.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened in the AFL in one off season? I don't think so. Not all.
I don't think so either.
Not
I don't
all.
think so either.
Sounds
But-
like they're
and-
setting up for Vossi for a downfall just to justify.
Looks like it. Looks like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think you plan. I don't think you plan for a downfall. I don't
Not
think
planned,
you
not
set him up to
intentionally,
play
not
that.
intentionally, but
But you
it
don't
kind
set
of looks
him
like
up.
it on paper.
Do you know what? I don't buy that. I don't buy that because if you word that I've got like from Graham Wright is that one of his main priorities at the moment is being tight-lipped.
Yeah,
So
he does nothing.
he's
He's
trying
out
to
the
get
forward. Yeah.
he's trying to get so there's no more leaks.
Yeah.
So
Well, you
gotta
haven't.
try and-
Well, if you've, there's nothing coming out. There's not. You would. No one knew any of these. Henry, what do you make of it? I mean, I don't know. What do you make of the assistants? Have you seen much? Probably haven't seen much. I don't know. Maybe you have followed all the assistants, but what do you make of it, little man?
No, I haven't seen a lot. I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I'd like to have probably gone after a more, I'd say, upbringing assistant coach. I don't know what that North Melbourne coach does in particular, but yeah, I don't know. It says a fair bit if you're going after a North Melbourne midfield coach. That's probably not ideal. But
Apparently,
it's a bit of
apparently North ranked top 4 for like midfield stoppages and all that.
Seen
That's
the
what I
talent they
saw.
have.
Yeah, that's true. That can take into account.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
But
and
if you look at ours as well, I mean,
And it's not stacked.
yeah.
It needs
I mean-
work.
And the other thing that you need to understand as well too around the assistant coaches, right? Like don't buy into the player was a midfielder. What's he doing as a forward coach? Because part of your because part of your accreditation to get to your levels. So there's different levels and accreditations that you need to acquire. To get that, you need to be across all lines.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you wouldn't recruit Brendan Favola to put him as a defense coach.
But
Mhm.
but
you know what I mean? Like you look at
Snapper. If I'm a neurologist, right?
Mhm.
And all I've done my whole career is brain surgery,
Mhm.
all right? I then go to university to study oncology, all right? And I passed that and that. Why can't I be an oncologist?
No,
Why
I get that. I get that. But you look at other clubs and who they've got in their positions. Those positions are filled by people that played in those positions.
Yeah,
You go
majority of them.
the best clubs, and they're all filled by players that played in their rightful position because
more often than not, yeah, because they're
Absolutely.
specialists in that field, yeah.
of course,
some-
man.
But
You
some can transfer their knowledge onto the
Oh,
other
of
way.
course.
So you know what I mean. So look, I don't subscribe to that either. I mean, some of the best coaches are people that have never played the game, to be honest. And you're looking at one right now.
Chris
who's back
Fagan?
to back,
Fagan.
you know what I mean? So he's probably played at a junior level, but if you're a mastermind and you understand the game well, I mean, you don't have to play, and you don't have to play all positions to know, to be a forward or a midfield coach. But having said that, is that now that what Carlton have put on their website is that they've said now Tim Clark will now sharp focus on the midfield and stoppages and structure. So that's what Adams allows. So I don't know if they work hand in hand together, I'm guessing, but yeah.
I think stoppages is one of our main strengths right now in terms of us being that top 5 in that area. So I think it's probably fitting that he goes into that area for the time being to focus on that skill, and you have Lee Adams covering the rest of it.
We concede so many stoppage goals from there. It's not even funny.
Yeah, defensive.
That's another problem. That's another problem. But against different story.
And that might be that the reasoning. It might be a positive in his appointment there. Like he had runs on the board in defence, and this is coming from players, right? So maybe the new head of footy and the Graham Wrights and that have identified, hey, this guy has the capabilities of correcting our our weaknesses. Can I ask a question off topic, right? So going to the rabble of a shit club in St Kilda, right?
Mhm.
Is it true that they told their captain Jack Steele to look for another club?
And
Yeah.
apparently so.
Apparently, yes.
Well, he stepped down from captaincy.
They didn't say that. They just said if he wants more midfield option,
Yeah, see you later.
opportunity, he can go.
Just like Kennedy.
Okay. Now, you know who that's come from?
Silvani.
No. So at the moment, Rossline is in charge of recruiting.
Yep.
He's the head of footy. He's the senior coach because they basically lost their head of footy. So Rossline is the maestro of all.
Mate, he's the overseeing. He's the god.
Overseeing.
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
he's basically told his captain. So in our world, Voss has gone to Cripps and said, "You're not captain next year, and you know what? You're not going to be playing in the midfield. So go and look for another club."
What message does that send to the other players? And also with all these players coming in, because I'm convinced, don't worry about Geelong with the drug trafficking and all that, mate. Worry about St Kilda, mate. I understand that they haven't spent any money, but mate, it throws the morale and just ethics of the way you go about it into disarray, I think.
Well, you have a look at it. One of the best ruckmen in the competition.
See you
has
later.
Requested a trade. I want to go to
Geelong.
Geelong. See you later. And not for anything, I've always rated Rowan Marshall.
It's good ruckman.
And not only that, he's
Very
basically a midfielder too.
Yeah, 100%. He's a different mold. It's like that Grundy mold.
Now, I'm not saying that the Conning's not going to be a great, all right. But one, I always maintain that the Conning wasn't a good ruckman, but he was great at his second and third efforts and around the ground and all of that, right? He's got a big load on his shoulders now because he's the $1.8 million man, right?
Yep.
He realistically, when you look at St Kilda's list, they don't have. He's not going to have as many good quality players that he had. Like if you look at Carlton, like if he was in the ruck, he'd have Cripps, Walsh, Chera, Hewitt. You know, he's always had a core bulk of really good, strong, contested beasts around him, right? He's not going to have that at St Kilda. Yeah, they got Windhager, you know, and like Nash and all of
malaria,
that. Yeah, Nash, right? But apart from that, like, and now you're losing Jack Steele.
If he does go, I mean, they said he said he wants to stay, but I mean, it doesn't send a good message. I mean, maybe look. You can tell he's past his best, right? So they're probably trying to move him out the door, right? That's what I'm guessing. But there's ways to do it and ways to go about. And I don't think that's an ethical way to go about it. Not with your captain.
Would you look at him?
Who asked? Nah.
Too many semi-footers, mate.
North Melbourne have done the same with Jai Simkin. They've told him you're not going to get midfield time, and you're happy to explore options.
But didn't he come out and say that he wanted out?
Yeah, he did because they said to him that they're not going to give him midfield time.
Okay.
So that's we're back to the Matt Kennedy story, right? We're not going to we can't find a position for you in the midfield, so we're going to have to fuck you off unless you want to stay put and play in the forward line. Well, And then you get your coach coming out and going at the end of the season on SEN, we got rid of one too many senior players. Well, if fucking took you that long to realise you got rid of one too many senior players, well, you can't replace 40 goals a season overnight, and you can't replace a bull like Matt Kennedy when you've put all your eggs into Jagger Smith. So,
and also they're putting their eggs into Mob as well, which obviously didn't eventuate this year.
This is the thing, right? People say if Charlie Curnow wants to go, he can go. Okay, no problem. Go find me a bloke who's going to kick you 60 goals a season. Now, if you can't find me that bloke, shut the fuck up and stop going on about if he wants to go, let him go. No, he's got a fucking contract for the next 4 seasons. He's staying put, because if he goes, just like with Matt Owies, you've got to find a bloke who can kick you the 50 to 60 goals a season. It ain't going to be Harry on his own. He's not going to be able to do it. You can't rely on the Hawk. You can't rely on the small forwards. So who's going to? And we got rid of the big boy. We got rid of him as well. So Lemmy. So it's easy to say, oh, he can go to Sydney if he doesn't want to be there. Piss off. Okay, then who is going to kick our goals?
I'll actually throw.
At least you get for the right price. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. I'll throw the floor to Henry over there, sitting patiently and waiting. What do you reckon? What do you make of it? What do you reckon of the Charlie situation?
Basically agreed with the last thing that was just said. I mean, you just got to find yourself another A grader if the deal is to get done. There's no if, buts, or maybes about that. If you can find me an A grader that will make an impact like we know Charlie Curnow can, bring him in and, work out a deal. And if that deal is suitable, then get it done. I say this a lot, but I guess it's a very confusing story, because it's a bit like at the start of it, he was said to journalists he's pretty keen on actually staying at Carlton, and then it's gone wayward, and now he wants out, and then I don't know. It's just a really confusing, different story. But I think the moral of the story would be, if you can find me an A grader that can make the impact that Charlie Curnow can, bring him in. And I guess that also probably, I don't know, Kemp and Mackay. I wouldn't mind that duo, but I don't know. You just can't rely on them two, to be honest. It's just I don't know. It's
my
confusing
question is there much out there other than Charlie? So if Charlie goes, what do you bring in?
See, I disagree.
Well, no, but I'm just posing the question. I'm not saying that there isn't, but it is. I think there are players out there that we can do with out there, definitely.
My take on it, and for those that have been listening to me in that, and Mars, you can vouch for it. I called for Charlie's head last year, midway through last year, right? I saw all his deficiencies, and then you find out that it was this May that he went to the club and said, I want out.
Early on,
all right?
April, May, yeah.
So it automatically tells you the application of his mind, all right?
Doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there. Like
TDK. He's not locked in.
All right? He's not locked in. I believe that if you have a look at our last few rounds, all right, I believe we're a much better side with Harry as our sole tall. I believe that Hudson O'Keefe can pinch hit in the ruck and play a contested high-marking forward as well too. But the proof in the pudding was, how did Brisbane win their premiership? If you don't have running, goal-kicking mids today, you're not going to go nowhere. And I believe
you need quality mids.
Yeah,
Butters,
I believe
Humphrey, what's his name? Haywood, maybe.
And I believe that Butters. I've got this inkling that Butters is coming to Carlton, right? This year.
I have a big fucking feeling that if Charlie goes, we will go hard for Butters. I've said this for weeks, for a couple months now.
It might not be this year, but it might be next year as well. There's a possibility.
See, I reckon
No.
I reckon, because like if you look at it, right, we only got pick 9 for TDK. All right. If we traded TDK last year, you would have got more than pick 9. Yeah.
Mhm.
You could have asked for 2
Yep.
first rounders.
Yep.
And this is where Port, with a new head of footy and a new coach and a new coaching, they're going to turn around and say, hang on a minute. We got a bloke that's 25 years old that at the end of next year, if he wants to walk, he's going to walk for nothing. We're going to get a band 1 pick where we finish. And it might be around pick 9.
Now,
we basically finished around the same.
This is where Charlie Curnow comes into it. And I think I've been saying it for about 2-3 months.
Correct.
Is that those two do not exist they exist in the same timeline, but they will not play with each other at Carlton. So I reckon to get the deal done is for Butters is Charlie goes, we get a pick, first round pick, we'll get a player, hope, and then maybe get a future, right? You pair up the 9 and that first round pick, and then you give them away to Port Adelaide. But having said that, those picks, they rate them a bit lower this year. So if a pick 9 it might be like a pick 12 or a 13, you know what I mean? But I don't subscribe to that because you don't know.
But
like, how do you know how these players are going to develop? They're still babies. They're 18 years old. Yeah, all right. We look at the past,
Chad Warner was a pick 39.
Correct. There's plenty of steals. Usually the top 10 picks they're always good footballers. And then outside of the top 10, it's always hard to tell and predict. But I don't subscribe to that, to be honest. But look,
the problem is we need Walker next year. How are we gonna get like points for Walker? That's the thing.
That's where you
exactly. But that's where
the
Charlie thing.
Yeah, apparently we might trade out the TDK pick for a future and see where that gets us. Apparently,
no, but they'll split that. But what they're going to do is they'll work out mathematically the points that they need for Harry Dean and for like Ison, right? Because pick 9 at the moment is well overs points wise for Harry Dean.
Harry Dean, the pick 19 is perfect. Sets us up beautifully with the picks that we got already.
Yeah.
What if
that gets us Harry Dean? And Ison will drop pretty low in the draft, I suspect, anyway. So there'll be enough.
No, they're saying Ison's going to be around first rounder now.
That's fucking cap. There's no way. There's no way.
Hey, I'm being serious.
There's no way. I'm not saying he's not a good footballer, but there's no way.
No.
What is he, the bolter? Was he going to go from pick 40 to pick, pick 15?
Was he because he picked it?
No, I read it. I read it today and it was from one of the AFL. It was on the trade. With the
scouting report. Scouting report. Fair enough. If they think that, well then, yeah. Fair enough. They're the experts, I guess.
The thing
but
with Charlie...
You're missing the point, though. You're still missing the point. Who's going to kick your 50, 60 goals a year?
Your midfield.
But what midfield? Midfield, Morris? Our midfield is fucking... They can't kick for shit. You want them to kick goals.
No, but Snapper, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, and I think the rest of the guys are saying as well too, Charlie's the pawn. All right? The club need to hold firm, all right? And when clubs come to him, the club needs to turn around and say, he's a contracted player with 4 years. He's a dual Coleman medalist that nearly won 3, all right? And they've got to sell. Not that you need to sell him.
I think he sells himself.
Yeah. But, like, you don't turn around and say, like, you don't do a trade like pick 15 and a future first and a shitty, a Florin. All right?
I think they might get, if they do that, they might get him.
But you've got to go, like it was said last week, they asked around Charlie's worth, right? And what they turned around and said, and these are the footy experts, they said, Jeremy Cameron was a three first round picks.
First rounders, yeah.
And Jeremy Cameron only had won one Coleman medal at that time, right? GWS were adamant. You want him, you pay. And Geelong paid it. And that's what we've got to do. Then when we get our ammunition from that trade, you then can turn around, hey, Paul, we want Zach Butters. Guess what? All of a sudden, you're already a 50-goal side, better side with Butters. And I'm not saying that he's going to kick him, but he'll give at least 30 assists. And then you need to back Motlop. Hey, Motlop, you've got to kick 30. Moya, you've got to kick 20. It can't be we need one player and they've got to kick 70. The blowtorch has to be put on these players now, all right? Like Moya's a first rounder, right? He's got to start doing what Kay Loman's doing.
Yeah, he needs to hit the ground running from the word go.
Do you know what I mean? And
I'm not expecting. We're just expecting good, consistent footy. But you're probably not going to get that yet. Maybe you will. Maybe he'll.
But if
he'll
you
develop
put
well
mids,
over the summer.
Good mids that use the ball properly.
Of course.
Moya's got that explosiveness that he can mark.
Of course. Lone Wolf fan, $5. Thank you very much. The club needs to do what's best for Carlton, not for Charlie. Get the best deal, or he's a blue. I agree. Look, they're not going to let him go for nothing.
I know this won't happen, but I would love to see us say, instead of Sydney, go to Melbourne. If we go to Melbourne, get someone like Bailey Fritsch for Charlie and a pick. But I don't think it's going to happen. But
the thing is, I've just looked at the stats back from 23, right, when we had that good season. And our midfield, Chera kicked 9, Cripps kicked 9, Walsh kicked 6, Kennedy kicked 5. And if you keep going the next couple of years, like 24, and then last year, and then this year, Cripps is like 17, and the rest of the midfield are in the like single digits. So once again, the question is, who the fuck is going to kick you 50, 60 goals a year as a big forward? Harry Mackay is a couple of concussions away from retirement. Every time he goes for a contest, no one wants to fucking talk about this man. Now I'm angry because nobody wants to talk about Harry Mackay. Every time going for a contest, the dopey fuck goes down clutching at his head. So he's 2 concussions away from retirement. And then fucking come and tell me that we don't need Charlie Curnow because, look, we've got our midfield. Zach Butters ain't going to fucking win you a premiership. You need a forward who's going to be there 23 weeks of the season, kicking you up to 80 goals, 70 goals a season.
Okay. Like he did this year, yeah?
Remember
like
this.
Charlie did
Morris,
this
you've
year.
got to remember, Mackay is fragile now. He's fragile.
But we're not talking about Harry Mackay.
No, but you have to.
We're
because
talking
he's
about
fragile.
No. But you're saying that Charlie's king and we need to bow to it. But that's what you're basically saying because he's going to kick you 60 goals.
He's the main man. He's
Charlie's a selfish prick that wants his own way.
We get that, Morris. He's our full forward, bro.
But
I still
in May, and I don't think that Charlie can do what other footballers have done, where they don't get traded and they tail between the legs. Charlie can't put his tail between his legs and say, "Hey, you know what? I've checked back in. I'm the Charlie."
How do we know? How do we know? We don't know yet.
You saw it this year.
You can
see
it this year.
Yeah,
man, his first fight. As soon as the season was done, man, he was out of here. See you later.
Yeah, bro, how do we know?
He's kicking him Barry's, mate. He's at Barry's.
Yeah, but how do we know he's not going to come back fucking refreshed and he's rethought it and gone, you know what? No, I'm going to stay here. I want to stay at the club.
Did you see where he was watching the finals in the boxes?
Who gives a shit?
No, do you know whose boxes they were?
Geelong.
wasn't it Geelong?
They were Geelong's boxes.
Morris, who cares?
Oh,
Just because
all right.
I go into a car with another woman doesn't mean I'm cheating on my wife, does it?
Fuck, I'd be sus though, cuz.
Hey, if I was your wife,
You still
I'd
up
be
questions,
asking
mate?
that.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. If that was
You
my
still up
fiance,
the
I'd
question,
be
mate?
copping one.
Oh, come
I'd be
on.
copping one, bro.
Oh,
Fuck
my
that. I wouldn't even
God,
take
he's
the risk,
watching
bro.
Geelong.
He's,
Jesus
but he's
Christ.
fucking, but he's twerking. He's twerking hard.
Like, at the end of the day, we can get rid of Curnow, but you still need to replace the goals. We said, see you later. Fucking he can go, mate. We don't need him. Well, guess
Owies is
what?
average
We fucking
footballer.
needed him.
And what
Because
did Owies do at West Coast
He's an
this year?
average footballer.
But don't know about what he
did
did at West Coast. It's what he was doing at Carlton that we got rid of and we lost.
We
couldn't find it.
we got rid of Owies at his peak. We didn't
And
see
what happened to
the
us,
down
Morris?
skill.
Durden, fucking shit. Motlop. I feel sorry for Motlop. I'm not going to go at Motlop. Frankie Evans never had a fucking preseason. Zach Williams, one half away from fucking season, from like retiring.
Why
Who
can you
else
say
we
that,
got?
Snapper? Zach Williams played 19 games this year.
And he's one
And he-
Achilles away from retirement. Man,
And you want to know, okay, so close the doors, all right? And I'm sorry, but close the doors because you know what? Jagger Smith's one turn away from doing another ACL.
absolutely. Once you do it once, you do it again.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a higher chance, but look, you can't.
Do you
think
get what
like
I'm saying?
that.
You can't say,
You
"Oh,
can't
this
think
is going to
like that.
happen." There, what Walsh is going to do is back in his foot again.
You can't think like that. You just got to back him in to get stronger and
I
better.
agree,
I'm
Mars,
not-
I agree. But if we get, say, a Will Haywood, or if we get a Jed Walter, I'm just saying, then you go, okay, all right, Charlie can go because we can get maybe 30, 40 goals out of him. We can do that. That's fine.
I don't
But if
think
we're not
Gold
replacing
Hayward ever kicked
anyone,
40 goals.
Gold Coast are out of the picture now.
no, but what I mean is if we're not going to replace someone who can kick goals in Charlie's position, we're screwed. Who are we going to rely on next year? Like I said, Mackay is starting to get head knocks and he's clutching at his head. And we know how these things go down.
I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
so-
not subscribing to. I don't know. I thought he was. I thought he can. I think he's got better at going into contests now. No, or was
Yep.
you don't think so? I
Yep.
think he's got a bit smarter.
And if you
His
have a
luck
look
work's
at-
actually slightly better than TDK's as well.
Yeah, and if you have a look at Harry, right, he came back into the side when Charlie decided that I'm injured, and then Harry came, and Harry actually hit the ground running
He did.
and played well. All right.
He did.
So, and I've always said we play better, all right, with Harry, all right, and I'll go back to it. It's something that I noticed when we played Geelong this year and we beat them. If you go back into the third quarter, I started noticing it, right? Harry was on the ground, up forward, all right, and we were blitzing. Charlie was on the bench for about 9 minutes, and then it happened again in the last quarter. Every time Charlie went on the bench, remember that game how we kicked 3, Geelong kicked 2,
Yes.
but we always managed to. We didn't let him in, and we were proud of him for doing that, right? That was when Charlie was on the bench.
I don't know. I still think that if Charlie Curnow goes, you can find the goals. Look, it's going to be hard to replace, no doubt. And it's hard to play. You can't replace Charlie Curnow. We know that.
He's a generational player. He's a generational
on
player.
his day and on his season, unbeatable. Probably top 3 players in the comp, right?
Correct.
Does he need a new lease of life? Probably. Is he happy at Carlton? Probably not. You can see it. Like, you're not coming out middle of the year and there's murmurs coming out all year. Like, stuff's happening. I mean, look, it always happens with your players, but you want to keep it harmonious. You know what I mean? And he's falling out with the coach, and it's not a good look. Look, I know he said that he is going to stay, but we've all heard that before, and player goes. So, look
at the striker. Look at that situation.
We're not going to let him.
He was that close to leaving, and now he's almost on the way to Gold Coast.
Oh,
Just
he is. He's
watch this space.
basically surfing. He's surfing
But
there.
he's already
Yeah,
there.
He's there.
already
Next
there.
year. So
Yeah,
this might happen to Charlie next year if we keep him. Who knows? We'll wait and see.
I'm backing Harry in, man. You know he can give you 50. Look, he's had his best season's 58, and I know it was about 5 seasons ago. Then he had a 45, 29 because he was down, and then 49, and then last year he was injured. So, or this season was injured.
I'm going to back Harry for 70 plus.
I'm backing Harry. Don't get me wrong. It's just
it's finding Charlie Curnow's goals. That's
I'm with
I get that.
But it's the concussions now. When he goes for the ball, you see him when he goes down, he grabs his head. And
well, he's got to.
That's what you got to be cautious of. Is that we know
he's got to be smarter. He's got to be smarter the way he throws.
He has to be, but it also comes down to coaching. The coaches can't expect much of. Stop putting him up the ground and start playing him as a fucking full forward.
I think that's how he plays his best football, is that when he's working and taking his opponent with him up the ground, because he can go all day and then he can work back to goal.
I think need our small forwards in the forward line then.
I understand that, but that's the type of player. He gets high up the ground and then he works back to goal. If you actually watch him play, he can, and at his best, he'll bring his opponent up the ground and then he'll work back. You know what I mean? So he can, because he can get on his bike. He's got that. Instead of Charlie, Charlie is more that 50 around there and wheel and go type.
Would you look at Mason
What about the life of Humphreys?
I'd rather you out there, Snapper. Snapper, I'd rather you out there. Genuine, I'd rather you out there.
But you got to
I'll second that.
You got to remember too, Snapper, and I know it's two different clubs, right? Mm-hmm. But you look at Brisbane. All right, I said last year, like when Brisbane got that Logan Morris, and Logan Morris only started playing when Brisbane started losing, getting all those injuries, where they lost McCarthy, and I can't remember who the other guys were. That's how Loman and Logan Morris and all of that started getting games. These young kids, right? Logan Morris is an actual freak. The kid's 19, 20.
Generational.
Do you know what I mean? And they're saying that Ison is pretty good too. Now, I don't know, but you might find that you get 20 goals out of Ison. Do you know what I mean? The inclusion of Jagger, that run, it might mean that, hey, you know what? You're going to get 25 goals out of Cripper. Cripper's going to spend more time up forward. Do you know what I mean?
It's time to go!
Who's gone? Oh, Peter. Oh, no.
It's time to go!
And hammer in there. Look, stay on. If you want to come back, I'll stay on and I'll get you back in. But it's time to go. But yeah, run it. Look, can you, Nick? Can you turn the phone? Beautiful.
Is that who I think is in the middle? Is that my fishing friend? Hey, brother.
That's it. How you going, bro?
That's the half.
Happy birthday, bro.
There you go. Happy birthday.
Thank you,
Big
bro.
happy birthday to only Carlton.
You guys are making me feel so special, bro.
I know. What a wonderful Friday night at, what is it? Is it 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock, and you're spending it with us.
Yeah.
Three
Wouldn't be
balls
anywhere else.
And Aiden, who just wants to kill himself. And welcome, Nick.
Hey guys,
Nick,
how are you?
How are you?
Good,
Mars,
good.
Bring up that comment again about Harry's never been knocked out.
By Petra.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Wait up.
I don't know, man. Bring it up.
I was saying, ella rete nikre, fucking yasure. And then you pop in. Far out. Is that how we welcome our guests around here? What kind of wogs are we, man? How you going?
Yeah, good.
George.
Hey,
What the fuck is this?
just listening to you all, I mean, the way I look at things, I don't think I'm over Curnow. I mean, you need a culture, and we saw what type of player he was this year. He didn't give a shit. To me, see you later. Now, you're saying, Snapper, about goals. Curnow, you're right. When we're pumping the ball and we're hitting the balloons, the weather balloons up in the air, in the sky, of course we're going to get knocked out. How about hitting him on the chest? That's the difference. Our mids have got to get better with their kicking. And as far as Will Hayward, I know this kid pretty well. Will Hayward is elite ball in hand. He's an elite pressure tackler inside 50, and he'll bring the best out of someone like Motlop if Motlop decides to stay inside 50. These are the keys. Now, I would go Hayward and 2 first-rounders for Charlie. I got no question. I think Hayward is the one outside of the 4 that they mentioned, and Hayward's open to it, and that's the key. If someone isn't too bad and they want to come, why not?
What picks does Sydney have, Nick, in the top 10
willing.
20?
At the moment,
I'm not doing Hayward pick fucking whatever they have and a future. I want picks now, like this year.
At the
not
moment
next
now,
year, nothing.
At the moment now, they had 9 and 27, which will be not maybe 11 and 29 now.
So it's not
with
enough.
But their pick, their first pick on 11, you've got to use that, right?
Yes,
you got to take that.
I'll tell you what they got. They got 10, they got 39, 49, and 67. What they'd be doing is giving away Hayward, that pick 10, and then they'd be giving away a first-round pick. And if so, if they got any no academy players, they'll just throw in all their picks. But I doubt it because they probably need it for academy players and to pick up. But yeah, it'd be a 10 in the future. No. Would you take this? Ollie Florent, Hayward,
no,
10 and a future first rounder? No? Or yes?
No.
Yes.
No. I wouldn't do it, and sorry, Nick, I know you know him personally.
No, that's okay. Just an opinion.
I don't rate Hayward at all. I reckon ever since Hayward had that hype around contract last year, he's been dismal this year, and even the end of last year. And what I mean by that, he was touted last year as an 800-900 grand player. Do you know if that makes sense? Now he's probably better than what we've got at the moment, but if we're getting rid of Charlie, I want like pick 1, 2, and 3, or stars.
You offload an 8.
They're not going to give us the 4. They're not going to give us one of those 4, though, Sydney. You know that.
Yeah, but then you don't do the trade. And if that means, because what you've got to remember as well too, right? If you get Charlie Curnow to Sydney and he wakes up, Sydney all of a sudden become possibly a top 4 side again overnight, right? Their first round pick, their future that they give us for next year, they could go and win the flag. That pick then blows out to like pick 20 something. With free agency movement.
I personally think Charlie's a mistake going to Sydney. I don't think the SCG suits his game. No difference to Eddie Betts when he used to go to SCG, never scored, always crowded and everything. I think the same will happen with Charlie as well. That's my.
Could be, but they might get him on. They might make him as a like that mobile, like what they did with Buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that we can manufacture enough goals to make up for Charlie, but there's plenty of players out there. I mean, if you look at how we play football, is that we only kick the ball to 2 players. It's either Charlie or Harry. It's kind of like, you know, and I that's why I put this. I was going to put the trait like, who would you rather, Elliott or Bailey Fritsch? And if you look at their stats, right, they're very similar players. Yeah, no, but they're very similar players. Now, I know you're going to say one's a high flyer, kind of small forward, and then you got the other one that's kind of a medium forward. But they're practically they can be match winners, right? But if you look at it this year, yeah, Jamie Elliott he's been phenomenal, been great, best career season at 33, right? But if you go and look at it, why? Because he is the focal point down there now. You're not kicking it to Mason Cox, couldn't get a game. Brody Myercheck was in and out and been average all year. McStay, mate, one of the worst signings you'll ever hear. How come nobody said anything about that? 900,000 a year. He's been horrific. The best game he's had this year was against us, where he walked 4 goals in. That's his best game. And who doesn't have a best game against us? Well, and then Jamie Elliott, well, you're just kicking the ball to him. And Bobby Hill wasn't there for half a season because he's banging somebody else. So that's why all the ball goes to Jamie Elliott. So I think his numbers are inflated. And this is why I was saying that I wouldn't give him more.
But you still got to do it, Mars.
Yeah, but I wouldn't give him 2 years. I wouldn't give him 4 years at 700K.
No.
He's worth
not
2
at his
years
age.
max at 500.
Yeah, not at his age.
At
Not at his
500,
age.
mate. That's why I'm saying Bailey Fritsch is a better proposition to have because he can bring a Moyer in. He can bring an Ison in. He can also foil off Harry Mackay as well. So you're not relying on Moyer.
Yeah.
And then also takes a focal point away from Jesse Motlop, who can maybe get into a game and have a better year than this year. You know what I mean? So, like, people don't, I don't like him. But you got to look at what can he bring. Look at the age profile as well. What are we going for? What type of age profile are we going for? We're not in the premiership window. We're not going for 35-year-olds. Unless you're bringing something here that's going to bring premiership experience. I get that he has premiership experience, Elliott. And I'm not saying he's a crap player. He's a very good player. But the age profile as well and how many years you're going to give, how much of the salary cap you're going to give up to. Mate, did you see our past, like, all the deals that we used to do? Mate, thank God that all the deals have come up this year and next year as 17 players out of contract next year. Mate, piss them all off. And the whole club needs to be restructured, contractually wise, manager-wise, player-wise, and board-wise.
Look, end of the day, we've got Motlop. Ayush, I love you. And Mars, I fucking got ya.
That's right. You can go. That's right.
Yeah. Hey.
That's off. You're not coming back on ever again. Nah, I'm joking. Love you, Snapper.
The other thing with Charlie that we need, I hope that the club does, right, is they got to be staunch in, if we're going to trade him, you got to get the kitchen sink for him, everything in the kitchen sink, right? Because if you don't, you're strengthening another side that he goes to, right? And if you can't get the deal done, I'm happy for Charlie to sit in the stands with us. Because you know he's not going to toe the line.
Mate, he'll be down at the retreat, bro. Don't worry about sitting in the stands with us.
No, but you know what I mean. I'm happy for Carlton not to play him.
Let me read this one. Seba, member for 28 months, legend. I guess that's my brother, so I have to call him that, or I don't. Charlie who? TDK who? Jack who? The club will be far better without them. We have lost players better than all three of those Judas rats. Carlton first. Remember this, guys. Killer show tonight, Mars, TJP on top. Yep. You're going all right. Good stuff. Good numbers. 168 of you in the live chat right now. Make sure you smash the like button. Share it if you like it. If you don't like it, mate, just smack the dislike. I don't care. Slate me. I don't care. But just before we go on, we do have two new shows and one old show back. So we'll start off with this. Unfiltered, back on your Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. with Rocco and Andy. How are you, Andy? Very good.
Brother, good.
We've got Glory Hunters, which made its debut on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So if you love your EPL, Big Six talk, and if you want to join maybe this week, call in. I'll put the link up. And then we've got the new one just for the trade period, calling it Brown Paper Trades. Brown Paper Trades. I thought, you know what? Play on words. Carlton, the best at it. Brown paper bags. And we've got trade period coming up, and fuck, it's going to be a juicy one this year. But going off that, Andy, how are you? You good?
Good, bro. Good.
Yeah.
Bro, the more I listen to you guys talk about Charlie, the more I realize how delusional we are as supporters. We're actually fucked in the head because we slate the guy for 20 minutes and then we talk about how we need fucking pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the cunt's fucking plus the guy's firstborn. Sorry, bro.
Anything can be said on here. Oi, this is a free platform. We have free speech. You just have to deal with the consequences with your actions and your words, my friend.
Done. I might get shot in the neck.
Demonetized. You got a hit marker on your neck too, huh?
I do, bro. If
have you got a hickey?
Either Charlie's a dud, like everyone's saying, or he's a superstar and he demands pick number first 3 first rounders and a superstar on top. Like you can't sit there, slate the bloke, and then expect great things in return. Like it's delusional talk. Losing Charlie Curnow is a big hole in our team. That is a big hole. I don't like Charlie. I think I don't like him. I don't like his the way he carries himself on the field
His
and that.
demeanor, his
I don't like
attitude.
his attitude. Correct. To pretend like losing Charlie isn't going to be like a big deal and that you can make up for it. I don't think we can make up for 6. Bro, we can't kick 10 goals in a game
Also,
with
the way
23 blokes on the field.
You see the way we set up? It's how hard is it for us to kick goals is because the way we set up the ground.
That's what I mean.
No,
and if
No,
you're sticking with
we get
Ross,
that. But we're talking about culture here. Because if we're not going to go down that basis, he checked out, Andy. And if we're not
but you
going to
don't
go
care
down
about culture. No, sorry, Morris. You
I
don't care about culture.
Yes, I
You
do.
don't. I'm sorry, bro. You don't care about culture because if you cared about culture, you wouldn't care what you get for him. You just kick him out. But you're willing to hold on to a player. You're willing to hold on to a player because, like, you got to either choose your culture, if that's what you're talking about, and just, you know what, take something reasonable for him.
But hang on a minute. But if I work for you and you're a shit boss, and I'm a really good worker, and I want out, I'm going to work shit while I'm working for you, while I'm looking for another job. Yeah? And that's exactly him. And if we're talking like that, all right, losing Elijah Holland is another big loss for us, right? That is that link. But you know what? Everyone turns around and says, oh, no, you know what? You have to let him go for culture. You have to let him go for culture. You have to let him go for culture. It's the same with Charlie.
But you're not demanding first rounders for Elijah Holland.
But Charlie next year, if we don't do a trade, all right, if we don't do a trade and Charlie lines up round 1, it'll be a different Charlie than if we do a trade for the side that he plays for next year. The side that if we do trade him, the side that he plays for next year is going to get Coleman medalist Charlie back. We're never going to get that back. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Charlie is there. His application to be that footballer is there, just not at the Carlton Football Club.
So we have to get rid of him, though. We have to get rid of him, regardless, bro. If you don't get the kitchen sink or not, he has to go. I don't trust him at this club. I don't trust.
Are you happy? So, Atush, are you happy to trade Charlie? All right, for two second-round picks and Ollie Florent?
No, but I take that Hayward deal. I take Humphrey and pick 6. I take Hayward and pick 9 and whatever they have. I take that.
Bro, you know where Humphreys going? Humphreys going to Melbourne.
All right, regardless if he goes there, but I take something like that though. But you can't keep him at the club. You can't keep a player that's checked out halfway through the season on a 7-year deal, halfway into his deal. You can't keep him at the club. You can't. I don't trust him. I don't trust him next year. What if he does the same thing?
So you give him away for free?
I wouldn't give him away for free, but I wouldn't expect the world for him back.
And strengthen another club, and even decrease your chances and set you back even more of becoming a premiership team.
Well, would you keep $1 million player and keep him on the bench and have him being useless?
Yes,
but then we keep up. Yes, you would. Yes. So you wouldn't free up the space and get a pick back.
Not doing that. You're not doing that.
You've contradicted yourself.
Club doing that.
No, I would do that because you know what else it does? It sets a precedent to the rest of the playing group, all right? Because you know what, where we might be in next year, all right? Sam Walsh becomes another TDK story.
Yeah, right?
There's rumors circulating out there that he ain't that happy and that he wants out to Geelong.
No, he said in interviews before the year ended that he wants to stay. He's not leaving.
I get that. But Charlie also said it on live TV after a game.
Yeah,
I'm
but
staying there,
yeah,
done.
but Charlie's played like he wants to get out of there. Walsh, when he's come back, it looks like he feels
I get
enjoyment
that,
all
and I back Walsh. But what I'm saying is, we're resetting our whole club from admin to footy department. There's a whole clique of new faces there, right? This is the best and only time that we can turn around and reset our culture, all right? And bring a standard blueprint of what's expected from everybody, all right? And if you don't toe the line, this is what happens to you. We've done it in the past, and we'll do it again. It doesn't matter
but
who
Morris,
you are.
keeping someone at your club and benching them because you didn't get the deal you wanted, that's not good for your culture.
But is it not good for your culture? But the reason why you're benching him, you're only benching him if he doesn't put in his apply himself to play round one.
Morris, you're benching him and still paying him $1 million a year.
No, but hang on, Tush. If you don't do the trade because it's weak, you turn around and say, like we always said, he's a required player, he's contracted, we're not trading him, right? You then go to Charlie and say, mate, we'll see you in November at training, all right? We love you. We're going to put your arms around him. He's still wearing the CARLTON jumper, all right? He's still one of us. I'm not saying that we boo him or whatever. No. We wrap our arms around him and love him, right? If he decides that he wants to sook and do that, that's when you turn around and set the standard of, you know what, you're going back to the twos. But
that's a total mismanagement of funds, bro.
But yeah, but then you're paying him $1 million.
Point of view,
You can't do that.
like that's just that's
With
not
every-
good for your culture at all, because you're pretty much telling people that all you have to do is sook it up a bit and you'll get paid, and you're benched. You don't have to do much.
You can't do that. That's worse. With every action, there's a reaction, and as Andy put it, that's what's going to happen. If they don't like it, they're just going to go, well, fuck you, I'm not going to play. I know I'm going to get paid, and that's it. You can't. The deal will have. The deal will. It's going to get done. He's gone, man.
It has to get done.
It has to get done.
He can't stay here.
But we're not going to get what people like. We're not going to get fucking 15 first-round draft picks, and it's not going to happen.
I'm not getting rid of him for nothing.
And a player. That's max.
But you're not getting rid of him for nothing. But you're not going to get.
For nothing.
You're not getting like 3 first-round picks and a player. That's not going to happen.
If we're going to,
I'm not saying 3 first-round picks. What I'm saying is the club cannot buckle and accept, like second rounders and like pick 21 and pick 30 and Florent, just because that's the only thing that was put on the table.
No, I don't think they're going to do that. They're not that.
They're not going to do that. No.
I'm not doing Florent and 2 first-round picks and Hayward. I'm not doing that. No, that's not enough.
So you don't want Florent and 2 first-round picks and Hayward?
No.
You want to take that?
I think that's more than
You're off
feasible.
your head, bro.
I think that's more than feasible. But they will never.
2 first-rounders and 2
But
players.
they're paying overs for him if they do that.
First-round picks this year. That's the thing. That's the thing.
This is what I mean, cuz. This is what I mean. Carlton fans are all a bit sick, bro. All a bit deluded.
Hey, this is why I put on the thing as a post. I'm like, would you straight swap Charlie and Bailey Humphreys? I think it's a fair deal.
100%. I would all day.
I think it's a fair deal. Maybe get a first rounder.
Their brains will melt, bro. Their brains will melt, cuz, if that happened.
But I think, and mate, if you don't want their brains to melt and maybe be a little bit unmelted, cuz, right? They put in a first rounder with Bailey Humphreys.
Yeah. Would you do Haywood Humphrey in a first-round pick?
Huh? Bro, that's of course, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Like,
All
you're
right,
not.
so
Mars. Yeah, like he wants you.
Morris, what would you take? What would you take, Morris, as a
I'll answer your question. I'll answer your question. But then, Mars, I'm going to throw this to you. All right.
Yeah.
You made a statement. All right, and you've told me personally as well too, right? So there's a world
personal convos, yeah.
Fucking we
Yeah.
eat you cars. Relax with the
Holy
master food.
shit.
Sriracha
You-
sauces, bro. Fucking hell,
you-
man.
you-
NDA.
you-
Morris and his
NDA you
sauces.
sign. Shut up. Stop talking, cuz. Shut up. Shush. Fuck it. I'm putting him on mute, bro. Fucking him.
No, it's you can't hear me.
No, we can hear
Nah,
you. No, can't
nah,
hear you.
we
Cuz.
can't.
No.
No,
You
go.
said there's a world that exists where Charlie and Butters are in the same universe and
Yeah.
won't be playing together.
Correct.
Now, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you,
Yeah.
Carlton getting their pants pulled down with the Charlie Curnow deal.
Yeah.
How are you going to get Zach Butters?
What do you?
Answer me that. Answer me
You-
that.
This
What,
is
are
why.
you going to pull? You're going to pull Port Adelaide's pants down? No, please.
No. Well, if
Answer me that.
if you're
Answer
getting
that question.
if you are getting Humphreys right, I would straight swap it for Humphreys and say I'm happy. Right, I'm happy. But if you can get a first rounder attached to Bailey Humphreys, which I don't think is going to happen, if that was to happen, that
Sydney's
goes to
the
Port.
only.
Yeah,
At the
it's-
moment now,
there
Gold
could be
Coast are-
4 teams. There could be 5
But
teams involved.
No, but Gold Coast are off the table.
Yeah, for
alright.
Charlie.
For Charlie. But
Yeah.
what they're saying Gold Coast's attention now is how do we get Petrarca?
Petrarca, yeah.
All right. And Melbourne are going at we want Bailey Humphreys. All right. Now, Gold Coast really want Petrarca.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think Hardwick's going to give Humphreys to Melbourne, or he's going to trade Humphreys out somewhere else? So he gets to Carlton, and then Melbourne are like, what do we get?
They need a forward. Give him Jed Walter and something else.
They don't want to give Jed Walter.
All right, they don't give Jed Walter. I'm telling you, there's more than 2 teams involved in this.
So how are we going to get Zach Butters? All right, if we're not armed with heavy artillery from the Charlie Curnow trade.
You'll get
Bro,
a first
fuck
round.
Zach
draft
Butters,
pick.
bro. Zach Butters is a fucking midfielder, bro. You don't fucking go give up your whole house for a midfielder. There's 15 of them being born right now in the next 3 minutes, cuz. Midfielders are a dime a dozen. You'll find 100 of them. Fuck Zach Butters, bro. We need key forwards and key defenders. That's what we fucking need, bro. We need speed.
We got a key defender.
Bro, Zach Butters, you're gonna pay $1.5 million to Zach Butters, bro. He's gonna come for the cash. He's not coming for the right. He's not coming because he loves the club. He's coming because he's chasing the money, bro. This is the problem we've always fucking had. We just chase a name.
Bro, we
Why
haven't
don't we
chased the
develop
name
from
for 2
within?
years. No, we're
2
paid him.
years.
No, but we've paid him. We're paying him. Look what we've done. We've paid Charlie Curnow from within. Look what he's doing.
Mate,
I
you just
I'm
paid.
sick of hearing Zach Butters. You know what, boys? I think I'm done talking about Carlton for the year. I'm done. Thank you very much, boys. Boys, I'm out. Everyone, love you.
Love you, mate.
It's time to go!
Am I crashing
later.
out? Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in.
There you go.
Do you guys get where I'm coming from, though?
Oh, fuck. I love Andy, man. Thank you, Andy. That was crashing out at his final. Fucking, he's eating on him. Yep. I understand what you're saying.
Do you know? But you know
I
the
know.
best about Andy? Tomorrow I'll go see him, and he's like, "Oh, bro, if we can get Zach Butters, mate, oh my god, what a pick!"
I think you got to his head, man. You got to his head.
Yeah.
Rocco
But
Grasso, $2.99. What would Charlie be worth at the end of 2023? Wow.
Oh, half the first round draft.
Charlie would have been worth 3 top 10 picks, and you've got to look at.
Nah, Nick's
Jeremy
not on
Cameron.
mute. Nick's not on mute. He's just mute his life.
Jeremy Cameron was 3 first rounders. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you can't, and I'm not saying that Carlton need to, like, go, but they got to get the best deal done.
But hang on, how old was Jeremy Cameron when he left? How old was Jeremy Cameron when he left the Giants? He wasn't 30.
Maybe Charlie's age? 27,
I don't think so.
28?
Yeah, in 23 you mean? But yeah, right now Charlie's 30.
Like,
But yeah.
if Jeremy Cameron was worth what, 3 first round picks, then you'd say that Charlie's worth 4.
I think
that's what you're basing it off.
I think 4's pushing it. I don't think no one will ever get 4 first round picks for no player.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because they're saying, if Jeremy Cameron's only won 1 Coleman and went for 3 first round picks, then Charlie's won 2 and he kicked what? A goal every game for 2 years, nearly broke Gary Ablett's senior record, then you'd say, he's worth 4 first round picks. But we're not going to get that, no way. But yeah, I'm on the fence with Charlie. That's why I haven't said much.
Wait, Nick, go out and come back in. Nick, go out and come back in. Thank you. The chat is right. Sorry.
He needs to go though. He can't stay. He cannot stay. This isn't a negotiable thing. He cannot stay.
If he stays, it's not good for the.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? Like, people bring up the Petrarca thing, right? Where Petrarca wanted to leave last year, and then this year he had a good season, right? I don't trust Kerner as a professional enough to be like that. I think he's a fucking sook. I think he's just going to suck it up this year as well.
So Atush, you're Carlton, all right? How much are you getting your pants pulled down?
But the thing is, I don't think we're going to get our pants pulled down because multiple clubs want him. It's not just like we're going to keep him and one club's going to offer peanuts for him, right?
Sydney's the only one that can do it. Geelong can't. Gold Coast won't.
Yeah, Geelong can't because they think they're fucking hard. They think they're hard cunts, bro. Like, but
no,
they
Geelong
will.
Can't.
If they want him, they need Kerner more than we need to let go of Kerner, though.
Geelong can't get him. And you know what it's like? It's exactly like when they interviewed Papley.
Yeah.
And they said, apparently we got told that Kerno's manager contacted your manager in regards to Kerno's wanting to come to Sydney. Would you be looking to come to Carlton? Did you hear what he said? He goes,
no.
This is words out of Papley's mouth, right? He goes, if Kerno's coming to Sydney, why the fuck would I want to leave?
Fair.
Yeah.
And at Geelong, you name me one player that we would take, all right? Like, if you went to Max Holmes and said, we're looking to get Charlie
on the spot and laugh in your face.
Do you want to go to Carlton?
He'd tell you to fuck off. He'd be like, no.
Do you know what I mean? Who else is there? Who else is there that you can poach? Shannon Neal? They're not going to get rid of him.
They're not departing ways with Shannon Neal.
All right. The players that we might look at.
Would you take Brad Close?
Jack Martin.
Would you take Brad Close and Ollie Henry?
Nick, you're on mute. I don't know why.
Again.
No, there you go. You're good. You're good. We're back.
Okay.
We're back.
I'm back.
Someone's mic's buzzing out.
Guys, until we learn how to kick inside 50, that's the difference between Cameron and Kerno and Mackay. Until we learn how to kick inside 50, it's irrelevant.
And how do you do that?
By having quality mids that can actually pinpoint a pass. At the moment, we don't have them. We've got bulls in there. We've got bulls in there, but that's it.
And how do you get them?
Well, that's a good question. Because Patrick Cripps at the moment gets a lot of the ball, but couldn't pass the ball on your chest. Can't kick for goal. The Petrarca's the same. He can't kick for goal. Jack Smith's skillful.
If you got, and hypothetically speaking, right, where I'm not saying you get Zach Butters in that side, all right, and then you get who is that? Chester from West Coast, right? Apparently he's a beautiful user of the footy, all right? Automatically, you got 2 better ball users, right? Jagger's good, so that's 3 better ball users, right?
Apparently Jack Lyson's a bloody beautiful kid as well.
Yeah. You can start playing Adam Chera in his correct position, all right? and Walsh in his correct position as well too, right? All of a sudden, the delivery into the forward line, you're going to hit someone like a Jesse Motlop lace out. Frankie Evans, I think he's going to have a great year next year. I think that he believes that he belongs, all right? So all of a sudden, you're starting to hit, even like you could put Brad Kemp back in the side and you hit him lace out. Brody Kemp, you hit him lace out, all right? As opposed to they're not having to try really hard. You hit them lace out, all of a sudden, you're getting goals because of what you've said, Nick. The mids. But
It's
to
all
get
game plan and
those type of...
but it is all game plan and structure. And at the moment, for some reason, we're allowed to bomb balls inside 50 instead of passing it properly. Surely the coaches, why are they blind? Can't they see these bombings in and say, guys, lower the eyes?
We've
They're not
shown
doing
this
it.
year that we can hit targets. We've shown this year that we can. In patches of games, we have hit targets. Right?
Last
I
three
don't
games,
know if it's
3
game
games.
plan. Yeah, there's been patches. What?
The last 2 or 3 games we did. By all
Last
means.
2 games, yeah.
We moved quickly as well.
Like for the first half of the Giants game, we did. The first 3 quarters of the Bulldogs game, we did. Right? So it's not a player ability discussion. I don't think it's our players that are fucking duds. Some of them might be, right? Maybe they're all down on form at the same time and we just had a shit game plan. Maybe it was just like the perfect storm. But I don't think we're... Yeah, but I don't think that all our players are shit. It can't just be... This fall off can't just be everyone's shit. Like, these cunts were good.
It's culture and mental application. I've been saying it for years.
Yeah, I agree, but then how do you fix that? It's not by keeping a player like Kerner around. It's not by keeping a player like Kerner around. Yeah, how do you fix it?
Yeah, but it's
get rid of the toxic shit that are there.
Like we have, like JSOS leaving, like
I still think the key pillar of all this is Michael Voss.
Yeah, but he's not leaving, so that's not even.
Well, he's got one more year left on his contract.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Can he change it around? Maybe. Do I have confidence in him to do it? No, because of the evidence that's been presented in the past 4 years. So I think that's the main one. And the way you play football and the way you set up around the ground. I mean, we got to wait because the proof's in the pudding, right? We've got to wait because we've got new coaches. So hopefully they bring a different style or they teach things to players that they've never done before. But
do you have any faith that anything will change though? Because I'm pretty worried that it won't. To be honest, it's still his game plan. There's 3 people that have been with him over the last 3-4 years that are still going to be there. I'm a bit petrified.
It's going to change 100%, and the reason why it's going to change 100% is personnel in the side. Yeah. You're going to see a completely different Carlton lineup next year.
But is it going to be a better lineup than it was this year?
Well, you don't know.
I think so.
You can't answer that. But the one thing that I will say, you're going to have players in there, all right, that are gonna wanna repay the faith to the Carlton Footy Club.
Yep.
And make a stance for themselves. I've got really big raps on Reedy from Fremantle.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be probably one of the trades of the year. All right. This bloke is at the right age of 25. Absolutely smashed it in the waffle. Won the BNF. Everything right. But people say he's only played 3 games. Mate, how do you get a game?
Who's in front of him? Fuck, what's his face? Luke Jackson and Sean Darcy. How are you going to get into the team with that in front of him?
Exactly.
Does he start over Pitto? Do you reckon he starts over Pitto?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
Do you next year are we playing 1 rucks or 2? Because then we also gonna, if you want O'Keefe in, we like what are you gonna do?
O'Keefe's going to be... O'Keefe has the tools to play forward. All right?
This early in his career, would you chuck him forward?
He's played a lot of his craft as a forward in the 2s. You got to
Yep.
remember when De Conning went back into the twos, got dropped, and Peter, and then we went one ruckman when we brought Peter. TDK is the number one ruckman or whatever. Let's say if Peter was playing reserves, Hudson would play up forward. And Hudson's shown you this year that he's a contested marking beast.
Yeah, for sure.
Up forward, right? So
Sure.
they're going to play that rotating thing. And then you look at West Coast. They're actually spewing that they're losing that Chesser. He's another first round.
He's a top 10 pick.
14.
14, sorry.
Yeah.
14.
What draft did he go? Was he in the 2021 draft?
I'm gonna have to
22, I think.
22, I think.
Yeah, 22.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's still young.
You've got that, and you know Harry Dean's coming into the side. Harry Dean's playing round 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want
Next
to put
year.
a lot of faith on.
It's time to go!
Sorry, Nick, you have to move might have to move rooms because it keeps buzzing and there's like a feedback with the audio. Sorry, I know
Oh, is
people
that
get
what it was?
Yeah. Sorry, Nick. Just maybe move rooms. It might be a double brick bunker there. Sorry, but thank you. I love the input. Always love the input from Nick. Ella to the boat check. How are you? With your Kovo top, you dirty wog. How are you?
All right.
Yeah,
Keep going, Morris. Keep going.
Sorry for cutting in. Sorry.
And then no, you're fine, guys. And then you got Buka Kamas, BK.
I was going to ask a question on him.
Blood
do you
clot,
think about him?
Thomas. Bomber clot.
What do you think about Buku?
It'll be.
You love him, Mark. You love him. Why?
Brilliant.
Why do you love him for there?
Because it'll be. We can celebrate another thing.
Oi, did you remember when he towed your best mate when he played on him? He towed your best mate.
Wasn't that like his second game of that year?
Who's my best mate?
Krispy Kreme donuts there.
Who? Crispy?
What do you mean? Who? No, Krispy Kreme donuts. Yeah. He towed him
I know
that
what
day.
you're talking about. I know that.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, he wasn't bad at the Bulldogs, right? But he's got a point to prove as well too.
Where does he play?
Like Matt Kennedy. This year, Matt Kennedy, it was a big fuck you to Carlton.
Yeah.
This is what you got. So I mean, and that's five players I've mentioned, yeah. And you got the inclusion of Jagger into the side, so that's 6, yeah. Ison might be 7. Do you know what I mean? Who doesn't play? Do you know what I mean? There's talks that Akers, that Melbourne might be looking at Akers.
What happened?
Oh, please fuck that guy off. I'll do anything.
Well, you got to remember. See, I like Akers. I really like Akers. And what you got to remember, Akers had major back surgery, had no pre-season. All right. Now, with Carlton supporters, we're selective of who we are compassionate to. Oh, he hasn't had a pre-season, blah blah blah. But if it's someone that you don't like, oh no, it doesn't matter. What do you mean? Pre-season, you don't need pre-seasons. Do you know what I mean? Think about good.
You forgot, about good kicks. You forgot to mention Newman and Cottrell, but Cottrell's fucking injured every 3 weeks.
I don't see Cottrell as should be in the side. And
he's ranked like he's the second. When he does play, he's like the top 2. He's like ranked number 2 in the comp for half forwards.
He's a beautiful delivery inside 50 as well.
But you know what Cottrell's like at Tampa.
What does that mean?
1 week in, 3 weeks out.
Yeah, has 1 good week, 4 weeks shit.
Yeah, but he's also like
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
What do you expect from a half forward though? What's a good game for a half forward? Like that role, the role he plays.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but he's a
Oh,
star, bro.
fucking
You're comparing
serious,
apples
bro.
and oranges, though. Like,
Fuck.
You're asking me what?
no, no.
what
Okay, what's a good game for him, though? Is what I mean. Like the average game for a half forward.
Okay, I'll give you
Stat line. Give me a stat line.
Okay, I'll give you another one, right? Who would you rather? And they're both great human beings. They do no wrong. Blah blah blah. Would you rather Cottrell in the side or Elijah Hollins?
Elijah.
Hollins.
Because they're both
Elijah
half
Holmes
forwards.
any day of the week.
Yeah.
They're both half forwards, right? Now,
Yep.
do you think that Cottrell has 50% of the output that Elijah does? Do you say that every game Cottrell plays, he has more than 10 touches? You got to remember, he's not a small forward that's going to touch the ball 5-6 times. All right. What happened?
That's right. Keep talking. Keep talking. Nothing.
Jesus.
Keep talking, cuz. Why do you stop?
No.
No, what? Why are you dazzled for? What you look? He's
No, I'm
freaking.
not
It was the
Nothing.
biggest like average comment as well, but it was funny as fuck.
That's why I love Rocco Moro, mate. That's why I love him. What
It
a
wasn't even
legend.
that bad or
What a
funny. It
legend.
just, I don't know.
I didn't even find it funny until you started fucking dying.
Yeah, and then he just threw him off. You got this one, man. This is more up your alley. Cottrell is a C grade, dude.
Listen, hey, I want to go back to something that Morris said before. Well, actually, that weirdo in the middle said something about it as well, right? So
Yeah, dickhead of tush.
yeah, I actually have my name. I put only Carlton's dad, but we don't put names on this one. So unfortunately,
No.
but
Why not? You got to say
he
my
said
name.
something about how do you change the fact that. Sorry.
No, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. Yeah, I'll give you your names, you losers. Here you go.
So basically, right, you said something before about how do you change that mentality, right? That there's Morris was saying there's an issue with mentality, and I'm going to say that probably stems as deep as the fact that we don't have a winning mentality, and it's just not there overall, right? We don't have a good mindset at the club. Is that what you were saying, Morris?
Pretty much. But,
And then only Motlop over there. He's gone and asked, so how do we fix that? So this is how I think we fix it. I've been saying this, and Mars will back me up on this. I've been saying this all season since the first time my buddy appeared on here. I said the issue with our club is that we have a really bad, we speak about culture, but we have a really, really bad mentality stemming from the inside all the way through that filters through to the on-field performance. And you're saying, how do we fix that? For me, if you have the right leaders in there and you have the right coaching staff that know how to talk to a group of players, it's no different to running a business. If you're going to start a business and you need to amp up and G up your team for results, you have certain people who are good motivators like that. We were pitched the idea that Voss was a good motivator. He's obviously not, right? If anything, it's gone the opposite way. So for me, the way to fix that is by getting the leaders and your coaching panel or people on those teams, right, on either side, both on the field and behind play, that know how to speak to a team and get them in that mentality of being a winning team. You can bet your bottom dollar that coaches like Mitchell, Fagan, Hardwick, you can bet your bottom dollar that their chats to their players in terms of a G up chat, right, or a motivational chat when shit's hit the fan, right, are A class. I've got a feeling that anything that's getting said to our players is just not enough. They're not feeling it. That's how it looks like to me. So that's how I think, to answer your question, that's how I think it to be changed. And that's not going to come from that. That means selecting captains and vice captains and selecting not so much assistant coaches. Having a coach that can do that is where you're going to first and foremost change everything in their heads.
But Bo, in the past, right? That's come from way above, right? So
Correct.
And we're talking about the board, right? So
Correct.
you could have put Fagan, Mitchell, McRae, Chris Scott, any of these coaches at the helm of the Carlton Footy Club, right, as senior coach, right? The one time, any minute that any of those coaches would have opened their mouths and gone to a Charlie Curnow or a Cripper or whatever and rubbed their nose out of joint, they would have ran and sooked to the board, and then the board would have come down. Now, how do you then say it's Voss? All right, where it's changing now, the inclusion of Graham Wright. All right, I honestly believe that majority of the board, all right, have given in and have said we've got to give the keys to this bloke.
So that's a good thing. If they're going to allow him to speak, if they're going to allow him to speak his mind, and up until now he's just been a puppet and silenced, then that's a really, really good thing. Okay. But again, I did preface this by saying that I think it's coming from deep within the club first. Remember when I said that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm referring to. If people are getting silenced and so on and so forth, what I said after that, I'm just saying is the solution. They need to be given that freedom of speech in the club to be able to put the team into a good mentality, into a winning mentality. Right. Now, if that is the case, then I'm all about it. If the strings are being cut, then let's go, man.
Yeah. And like, to give you a little bit of like an example, Charlie Curnow had words with, Michael Voss had words with Charlie Curnow.
Of course, well, as he should.
And Charlie Curnow's nose got put out of joint, all right, and didn't like being told, all right? And that's when Charlie Curnow checked out.
But the ground, you know what, though? This is, again, it's like a relationship, right? This is what I believe. And maybe I'm wrong. But it's like a relationship. When you get in it from the start with a girl or a man or your preference or whatever, a cat or a dog or whatever you like, right? From the start, you set the ground rules, right? Right?
Yep.
If you're going to be, well, I'm the man, this is how it's going to go. This is how the rules are here. Yeah, we can compromise, but at the end of the day, this is my house, or as Rocco likes to put it, this is my house. So, right?
You like my salami, huh?
Yeah, you like my salami, huh? But
do you think we need to?
You set the ground rules from the start. So when you got your stars, and Paul said at the start of the year as well, and he's very well spoken, is how you manage the egos, right? How do you manage the egos in the dressing room? Is everyone on a level playing field, or some have got too much leeway than others? Can the kids say anything to the hierarchy in the playing group? And it looks like no. It looks like they had their little cliques.
Yeah.
The playing group was so far detached from each other within, and you could see it out on the field. And then they were detached from the coaches.
So hang on. What evidence?
Wait up. Just before I cut you off, Sam Cingarella, Charles. Very first thing Harris Andrews said on the stage after accepting his medal was that it's all about culture. Says enough.
But you can see it you can see it in Brisbane, right? They are like this. Everyone's the same. Right? Yeah. They know what their job is. They know what their individual role is. They know what their culture is as a club, and they know what their fucking goals are for probably the next 5 years. Right? We don't have that. We're trying to figure out which brand are we going to promote next. That's what's going on over there. Right? Correct. So Morris, anyway, you said something there about, we're talking about on the back end how people how they're puppets, right? And they haven't been able to spread their wings and say what they want to the players and so on and so forth. How much evidence do we have that that's true? Because that's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument are people saying that we don't have in Voss and our other coaches, that we don't have those players that, as Paul said, we don't have those coaching staff, especially head coach, that can manage those egos, that can put them in their place, right? And if we look at any of the footage, other than that one that came up where he was pointing the finger in the middle of the ground, I can't remember who it was against.
Binge,
Putting
right?
it with Jackson Binge,
Right?
right?
But-
other
but-
than
but it was
every
warranted.
other bit of footage.
Said that it was
But-
warranted after that.
but-
week.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying, other than that footage, any other footage we've seen, it looks like he's talking to preschoolers.
Pretty measured.
But
babying.
if you go back to, was it last year's or 2023, which was the year that we lost to Geelong, and then the first round, and we really played well.
It was
And
last year. Last year.
Okay,
24.
go and listen to Michael Voss's presser.
Yeah, he had a dog in him. That's one of the only
Right.
times he's spoken with like
Hey.
conviction in a press conference.
Hey, smashed them. All right, guess what happened? Got spoken to.
So you reckon
Well,
after that, or in and around there, going forward, he was told
Yeah.
to cut it back?
Yeah. Do you really think? Bo,
So
how-
here's the
like,
question, Morris.
Do you
Morris,
do you remember Voss as a player?
of course, he
And-
was a
and
dog.
leader?
He was a
All right?
dog.
Do you really think that Michael Voss
That's fair.
does not know how to talk and demand?
That's fair. That's
All
fair.
right.
So then I have to ask you the question: what benefit is it of the board or whoever's pulling the strings? What benefit is it of them when you run a footy club, when you're supposed to, your common goal across the entire club is to win flags? What benefit do they have in telling him to cut
It's
back?
on their CV.
It's not.
It's on their CV.
No, but
It's
not.
on their resume. It's
The
not, but it's on
premierships
their
is
resume.
not number one. Premierships are
Correct.
not number one.
Correct.
It's the
I like-
imagery going out to the masses, to the general public, to the new supporter that comes on. Oh, I
But
don't
hang
like
on, it still doesn't answer
No,
the question.
No, but it's I'm going to get to it. Is that I don't like the way that coach speaks about the next mum that's got with their kid, or the next dad with their kid, because you know how today's society is very
course.
fickle. Something said this way goes so what do? They take their kid away and they go, no, we're not going to go for Carlton because I don't like the way that their leaders speak. That's not a leader of men.
It's about being
Maybe
PG.
I'm
So
just
that,
maybe.
I agree with you. I agree with
Maybe.
you. So that would mean,
But-
hang on, Morris, wait 1 sec. That would mean, and I think most of us agree with this, and we've been saying it for ages. Morris, you've said it. Marza said it. Most of us have said this, right? That would mean that if that's where we're at, we truly are the woke club that we think we are.
100%.
Is it
And
is that a
it's
question though?
We're a
beyond that.
protecting club.
Yeah.
100.
Protecting. We protect.
I'll
There's
ask
nothing
you
to
guys a
protect,
quick.
though.
Oh, I've been
I'm
saying it for
gonna-
ages. Yeah, of course.
I'm going to pose a scenario to you guys. All right. So us six, we're the co-founders and owners of the Jumper Punch podcast. All right. We all represent it in our own
Right.
ways.
Yeah.
Mars is the president, though. All right. Now, we're doing it hard a little bit. All right.
But if we're doing it hard and we're nowhere, I'm sacking myself.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I come to you guys and say, hey guys, I reached out to Joe Rogan that's willing to join. All right. He's willing to take the reins of the Jumper Punch. All right. What do you guys think? And
I
you
say we
all
get rid of
say
the course.
no, and you all say no. And then because I've done that, the five of you turn around and say, you know what, Morris,
You're the one.
you've got to go.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened at the Carlton Football Club.
Yeah, but do we
When
not
Tim,
have?
when Tim Lincoln went and approached Mike Fitzpatrick to be the president, and Fitzpatrick after 3 weeks came back with an answer and said, I'll do it on the provision that there's a unanimous support behind it. When he went and reported back to the board and said, hey, I've got some really good news, I found the president, Mike Fitzpatrick. They all said no and made him fall on his sword. That's the club.
There's also another thing to that, but I'm not going to add to it because you know what it is. I think you know what it is, Morris.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't know. What don't you want people that are going to challenge each other? That's how you get better in
Yes.
life. That's how you get better
100%.
in a culture. That's how you
Correct.
create a stronger culture. I mean, like if we're talking about culture and it's as simple as that, if we're all just aligning on the view, well, then we're all fucking deluded because you think, yeah, whatever he says, he's right. He's right.
But
Like
it would
I
be
know,
great.
like I
They're
want
too
to challenge-
content. They're
Around
too
It would be
content
bad.
with where they're too content with where they are. We've won 16 flags. Players are getting paid fucking $2 million a year. They don't care. Like they just feed us shit that makes them think, oh yeah, we're actually wanting to win flags, but in reality, we're going to tell the coach to calm it down a bit when he's having a crack at the players like he did against Essendon in 2022 and against Geelong last year. Like if we were a serious club, it wouldn't be like this at all.
What does listening clother hater have to say? Wait up. I want to get listening clother hater have to. What do you think? What do you make of it? What do you think has to change? I mean, we know the culture has to change, but what else has to change?
Yeah, that was obviously the first thing that came to mind was the culture, but I think we're getting off to we're on the right foot. Obviously, with the likes of Koning and Silvani, who didn't want to play for us anymore, they've moved on. That's the perfect thing for us. If you don't want to play for us, move on. Show you the door. That's obviously one of the first steps that we got to make. But there's also got to be some, how do I say this? Cutting sentimental ties to players or something like that. I think that's.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, that's correct. Like Doherty getting, saying see you later.
I'm convinced they told him to. Yeah, we're not going to play on next year.
100%. He shouldn't have played on this year. All right, I got one for you. I'm gonna give this one to Henry as well. We'll start you off here. The Rambo puts in a good one. The Brisbane players love Chris Fagan, and I think they do. Yep. Do our players love Michael Voss?
No.
Like they might like him, but do they genuinely love? Do they love to play for him?
But the Brisbane players don't.
No, wait up.
They don't have anyone to go back to bitch.
Look at this bloke. I know, but I'm putting the question to Henry first, and then you can answer.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
The fucking, you know what? No.
Here he goes.
It's time to go!
Oh, no.
Oh,
I want Henry to speak, but I actually wanted Morris to stay. But off you go, Henry.
I'll get him back in, but you're in timeout. Get to the naughty corner. You're in the naughty corner. This is my house. My house. All right. Now, Henry, that's how we do it in the Walk household. I don't know how we do it. What? Are you Australian? You're Australian. We're all Australian here, but Italian heritage.
No, I wasn't born here.
True blue ochre. I love it. I love markers. Love them. All right. Now I'm going to throw the floor to you. So do the Carlton players love Michael Voss? I know it's a loaded question, but I'll let you go. Nope. Fucking now he's stuffed me up.
We had an intruder. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where were we?
Do the players love Michael Voss?
Oh, as much as I want to say yes, I really don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they really. It's just, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they do. I don't think.
Do
when
they
you look
play
at
like
other
they
clubs,
love
like, yeah, exactly. They don't play like they love him.
All right, we'll add to it. They don't respect him. That's what you need, not just love.
You can tell they don't respect him though, because of the way they finish games, the way they carry themselves on the field. If they loved their coach, if they had respect for their coach, they wouldn't hang him out to dry like that. Like, there's no way. You don't do that to someone that you respect.
It's pretty black and white. If someone's pulling the strings on what Voss can say to the players and so on and so forth, they're doing the exact same thing with the players. And every time we hear the players saying, "No, we get behind Vossy, we love Vossy," blah blah blah, they're being told to say that too. Then
100%. But they are. They have to say that. What are they going to say? We don't like our coach.
That's
And
right.
no one's ever going to
you
say that.
You can only really go with your gut, and how do you determine that? There's so many pathways in what they're terrible on the field, so they're not playing for him, or they do love him, they're just shit. There's so many ways that can go.
Yeah, but normally the eye test works. Normally you can tell by watching them play.
Remember when Voss went at them, I think, Essendon 2022, 3/4 time? Does anyone remember that?
Yeah, we were actually up as well.
Yeah, he had a go at them, and apparently a few days after, some players didn't appreciate, and apparently people have said that that's the reason why we derailed. And that's in his first year. So, I mean, I feel like the culture's driven, again, as Bocek said, from the top, but it sweeps down to the players.
I'm going to say something about Voss. We just hope that he does well. But at the end of the day, you ask the question, and the results show that they don't love him and they don't respect him. And the board doesn't respect him. Because if the board respects him, they would let him do what he wanted to do. But they don't respect him. It doesn't seem anyone respects him. And no one loves him. Players are leaving this year by the masses. You know, they all want to leave. They all want to make. What does that say? I don't see Brisbane players.
If they don't respect him, then why did we keep him then?
Why do we keep him? Because who really knows? We're speculating a lot here. Who really knows? But if what we heard is true, that they approached other coaches, right? What they're telling me is they approached other coaches. They didn't want to come along, and they had no choice but to keep him. Because what's the alternative? Just say we get rid of him. Well, who are we going to get? No one wants to come that we really want. Who are we going to get? Some fucking banana, some bloody assistant coach. You know what I mean? So the ones they didn't want to come, so they have to keep him. They've got to pay him next year. That's part of the problem too. So I believe they're keeping him, but they've got other intentions. Because 100%. Even we're forgetting what. Like, we're talking about all this speculation. Curnow, we're going to get this way. We're going to get this way. We don't know shit what's going to happen next week. We don't know anything. We can only work on what's now certain. And what is certain is we've got pick 9 and pick 19. That's all we know now. That's all we know. Yeah. That's all we know. And what we also know is the coaches that have come in. We know that what's left, and we're happy with that because we've been asking for it. What's come in is an issue for me. I've already started with what's come in. Who did we get? Who's this midfield coach from fucking? Weren't we supposed to get? Who is Lee Adams? Look, weren't we supposed to get experienced premiership kind of experience around us? Who have we got? And who's this other bloke we got? I've never heard of him in my life.
Trustlove. He's a development coach from Sydney.
Who is he? Sounds like a whore to me. He's been like the 9 clubs.
Rocco. To be fair, and only Carlton made this comment to me earlier in the night when he was sexting me. He said if you look at North's midfield and then you look at the development out of Sydney, it's actually not that bad. And if they are the ones that are responsible for that, then I guess we just overlooked them as fans. But if you go to what they've done, potentially they might be good moves. But again, we have to.
Where's this premiership experience that we want? What are we going to get?
No, of course not.
You've got it. Wait up. You've got it.
Where?
Michael Voss.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. We got Michael Voss, but we got someone that we don't respect, that don't love.
No, in the coaching ranks, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know. But does premiership get some experience around him?
Does premiership experience? If a coach has been through a premiership, does that really mean that they're as good?
Well, it means something when we got nothing. We got nobody.
I understand that. But I don't think it's all that.
We got nobody.
I don't think it's end all or be all. I don't think you need someone from a premiership side.
I think we do need some.
Where did Craig McRae come from?
What's that?
I agree that it matters, but I don't think it's end all.
He's got around him, and look at the players he had around him, and look at he had experience. He had premiership players around him. He had premiership bloody coaches around him, and he comes along and he's a premiership coach, which we've got Michael Voss, right? Who have we got around us?
Don't forget
one person that we can turn around to and go, right, I don't know what to do in this situation. You've been in it. Wait a sec. You haven't been in it. You haven't been in it. Wait. Wait a sec. Is there someone here who understands what it takes to get there?
The thing that people like, the flip side, only Carlton, yeah. Here's what happens. A lot of people are then going to say, on the flip side of not getting premiership experience, they're going to say, but look at Chris Fagan, didn't play at AFL level, no premiership experience, he's won 2 flags, blah, 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 right? Not everyone can pick up a guy with the brain of Chris Fagan, right? Yep. So the next best thing is you need to look toward that sort of premiership experience, because that's something else you can draw into the club rather than trying to find this mind that doesn't exist. It's like few and far between to find the exact same mold. Not everyone can find the mold.
Didn't we say when we got Voss, right, we needed to put people around him, right? Didn't we say that from the start? They said he wasn't tactically good enough. We said we needed to put people around him. Who will we put around him?
No one.
And now we get, all right, so I hope this Adams, whatever his name is, I hope that he's a genius.
They did put people around him, but they weren't good enough.
I hope he's a genius.
At the end of the day, he's one of the highest paid coaches in the league. Like, if you're getting that much money, you must be highly touted. You don't just get money for nothing. Or maybe you do. Maybe you stuck them in. You baffled them with your bullshit, as you love to say.
Yeah, that's it, maybe. Well,
I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is, I know one thing is for certain, because this is about to happen.
It's time to go!
Oh, here he is. That's the man we want.
Yeah, Bush, love you, bro. Have a good night.
Hey.
Yep.
How are you, Morris?
Boys?
Confused as fuck.
Hey,
Definitely confused as fuck tonight.
Hey, Rocco, I'm gonna put this to you, right?
All right.
In regards to the Michael Voss situation, do they respect him? This, that, blah 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 blah. Probably one of the best players that's ever donned the Carlton football jumper with the sexiest monogram on it, right? Won 2 Brownlows under Michael Voss. Surely that's got to count. Surely that's got to count for something.
But that's not a collective, man. You got one bloke who plays the same sort of game as him.
But hang on a minute, Rock. Everyone bangs on, and you keep saying that when they did the independent panel for Voss, that they got told he's a leader. He's not a tact.
I didn't say it. They said it.
I know that. But what I'm saying is, you mention it, right?
Yeah, because they said it.
Yeah, and they didn't do their due diligence in.
I don't believe they did.
In fulfilling the independent review. They hired him on that, but they didn't go and put the support around him on that. Michael Voss is that. Michael Voss is that leadership. He has that. Tactically, he might not be the best. All right.
Has he got that leadership? Has he?
But, yes.
What? How? Where have you shown he's got that leadership? In the 3 years that we've been there, we have gone behind, and players want to leave.
But
you're telling me, no. Let me talk now. You're telling me that Curnow, right? Curnow had this argument with him at the start of the year, and now he hasn't played well. And that, what kind of leader is that? What kind of leader makes your forward argue with you and then sook it up? If he had any sort of respect, right, for Voss, he would not have acted like that. But that shows me that he's a weak ass.
No,
sorry, bro.
No, but the players. All right, there's a collective of the players that have the backing of the board.
Fuck the board now. Fuck the board. You're forgetting about where we are. Stuff the board. If the board had respect for Voss, they would not be what you're saying.
Going behind his back. They wouldn't be going behind his back looking for a new coach.
Exactly, man. Because he's not a leader, bro. And forget about his 3 premierships at Brisbane. Remember who was leading him. Remember. He was just a bloke on the ground. Remember who was leading him. That was Lee Matthews.
I get all of that. And I mentioned Paddy Cripps, right?
Yeah.
Winning 2 Brownlows.
All right. So what?
All right. No, but hang on a minute. You've now heard Cripper off season chat multiple times, all right, saying that the club, all right, needs to reset in regards to its culture. And you've got you've got Cripper, Wiedering, and Walsh coming out basically saying,
because they know it's almost over for them.
If you don't want to play for us and you don't want to be here, get out.
Yeah,
all
and
right?
that should be.
And
it's taken them 6 years to say that.
No, because to me, the way what I'm reading into it, all right, and from a bit of intel that I've been told, is that Priestley, our president, has caved into Graham Wright. All right?
We'll find out.
Now, by that happening, all right, it's uncuffed Michael Voss.
You're saying that, but to me, this is just the word. It's uncuffed. If he was a true leader, it wouldn't wait 4 years for him to be uncuffed. That's not a true leader, bro. You're already getting fucking told by the board and they what to do. He should have left fucking 3 years ago, man, and said, I don't work under these conditions.
Oh, and would you?
What? Would I what?
Would you?
Would I what?
If you've got a 4-year contract that, let's say, $750,000 a year.
Stuff gets $750. I'll go and get fucking 5 from another thing, right? And at least I'm going to stand morals, man. So this is what our club's at now. Is this what our club's at now?
That plays straight into the fact that if they're all there just for the money and the coach is included in that, we're more fucked than we think we are.
We're just going to list everyone. We're not going to do nothing. Players are leaving. He's arguing with the coach. Come on, bro, man.
Everyone's there for the money. And you know what it's like?
Is he going to do that?
The majority of
needs the gavel.
The majority of the podcasts that are out there are trying to seek financial gain. Yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about here. All I understand is that we're a rabble of a club, right? And you've got a coach there, right? That the players, you can say whatever you want, right? At the moment, what I see with my eyes is there's no respect and no love there. Zero.
Okay.
Zero. The only players that any sort of respect and love is some of the players who think that they're going to get a chance with Voss. The rest do not give a fuck. Do not give a fuck.
I like this one. Sorry, just to cut in. I like this one. Jana White, you don't seem to be able to learn. There is no coincidence that all of our coaches fail. The club rots from the top.
Correct.
I mean, it's kind of true, isn't it? If they're your leaders and they're putting in place procedures, I mean, good luck to your coaches and then the leaders after that, who is your captain?
Rock. The Carlton Football Club approached Alistair Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Free Michael Voss.
Yep.
Clarko told Carlton, no chance.
Yep.
Why? Why would Clarko? Ask yourself, why would Clarko refuse to come?
Well, we've discussed this, Morris. One of
the biggest clubs in the country that hadn't won a flag for 26 years.
We've discussed this 1,000 times. We know this. This is a 4-year conversation, why that happened. Kingsley was a pro. We understand this. All we can talk about is what's happening now.
No.
To the future.
Kingsley would have coached. Clarko didn't even want to interview. Clarko said, not interested. No.
I understand, but what do you mean Kingsley would have coached? Why didn't he coach us then?
Because we picked Voss.
No, we didn't. We first asked Kingsley, and then once everyone had said no, they got the Bradbury of all the coaches, and they got Voss. That's what happened.
They were offering the same job to two people, Morris. There,
if you remember the time frame, right? They picked up Voss on the Monday or Tuesday. It was on the Tuesday after Alistair Clarkson had said no to him on the fucking Monday show. He said,
Yeah.
Right, and then they went and got Boss because everyone else had said no to him, and they had no choice but to get the big name because they didn't want Kingsley. They wanted the big name, and they got the big name.
Didn't we offer Clarkson like $2 million a year or something as well?
We offered him tax lotto numbers, and he said no.
I wonder why.
That says a lot.
That says a
At
lot.
the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. We're going back to what we know, and we don't care. At the moment, all we know is absolutes, and the absolute is we got Voss next year, right? We still got to fill in 3 more coaches. The coaches that come in don't give me any confidence, right? And we got pick 9 and pick 19 at the moment, and we don't know what's going to happen with Charlie. But I'll tell you something about Charlie, man. You might want to all keep Charlie, people out there say, where we're going to get 60 goals. What have we done with him? What has this club done with while he's been kicking his 60 goals?
Nothing.
Nothing. Zero. It's time to change, everyone. It's time to change, man.
And I'm on that. And Rock, I want to upset you a little bit, right?
You've already done
You already have. Just your head upsets him.
I want to hear your thoughts on our head of development.
I don't like it. I don't like why we got this bloke.
All I need to show. Oh, fuck, I need to go find it. Oh, I'm gonna go find it for the next one, bro. Go watch Jordan Russell with his Fords, right? And look how he addresses them. He's sitting down as we're addressing him, bro. Get the fuck up, bro. Get up, man. Get up and address him, you fucking idiot. Bro, they're looking at you. Be the fucking leader, bro. Be the leader. This bloke's sitting down and addressing these Fords. Bro, they're going to walk all over it.
Around. What have we done? We've moved 2 or 3 pieces around to. Well, I don't think they're competent in what they were doing, which was a smaller role. You just concentrate on what was Jordan Russell forward, wasn't he?
Forward coach. Right. He was sitting down.
So you concentrate on the forward. This is just a small part of the club. And now what we've done is you're no good at that, right? But what we're going to give you is a bigger role. How does that work?
I don't know. Tell me. But
he couldn't even eat the little chipata. Now we're going to give him a fucking big baguette, this big man. Like, come on, man.
It upset me when I heard it today.
And I gotta say, all these people that as early as about 2-3 weeks ago were hanging their hopes on the fact that we were going to get some good new assistants in with excellent experience and good freaking resumes and all the rest of it. It's going to look amazing and all the rest of it, right? It didn't happen. Like I say, I'm still open to the whole. We don't know what the hell this is going to happen. All right, we don't know how this is going to pan out. I get that, right? But all these people that were hanging there, I mean, to have Jordan Russell into head of development and so on and so forth, these are not the moves that anyone thought were coming. No. And that's why I always say, whenever people are going to discuss the future of the club in terms of players, in terms of coaches, stop throwing around names that are unrealistic.
The best coach that they got,
you're going to get your hopes up for nothing.
Josh Fraser, best one.
Yeah, but it's a
good move. He's a good move. He's a good coach.
It might be, but even that, is it Teslove or what's his name?
Truslove.
Truslove. He came from Richmond, Sydney, and GWS.
All losers.
What are you talking about?
No, Richmond.
Well, he left Richmond 2015, didn't he? He wasn't there at their best, right? And he's gone to Sydney. They haven't won anything. He's gone to GWS. They haven't won anything.
Sydney won a grand final
in that time.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, he hasn't. When's the last time Sydney won a grand final?
Nah, 2012, wasn't it?
He went, I think, if I got my facts right, I might be wrong here. He left Richmond in 2015. They started winning in 2017. So he wasn't there for his prime, right? And he's gone to Sydney and GWS. Yeah, they've been okay, but have they won anything? Like, I don't know. He might be a great.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying, like, if he's come from Sydney, like, forget Richmond if he was there prior to that, right? But Sydney, he would have learnt a little bit under John Longmire.
Yeah,
And that,
probably.
right? And GWS, Kingsley, and the rest of them, whether he
What
was
do
under.
you know about him? What do you know about this bloke?
I don't know, but
don't talk about him. Like there's no defending him.
What I'm saying, he's come from clubs that have got a little bit that are always up there, right? Not like Adams.
No, but he was there
from North.
So I just done a little bit of research. He was our head AFL development coach in 2016.
Head AFL development coach. All right.
So he is what Jordan Russell is, or Torrin Baker, I think, or Torrin Baker. It might be that one. It's one of them.
So wouldn't he be more qualified to be our development coach than what Jordan Russell is?
But
wouldn't he be in the advanced role? So I think he was a development coach. Now he should be the head of development.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So wouldn't he
we don't know what this guy's done, right?
No.
Because we don't know his name.
But he's our senior. But he's VFL now, head coach.
Yeah, he might be really good, right?
He might.
All right.
And I might be really good too one day.
No, but what I'm saying, Rob, he's coached. He's been in the system at two pretty good clubs, all right? But Adams has come from a club that's a rabble in North Melbourne.
Yeah.
As I said, we got to talk about absolute. What we've got is this is who we've got. These are the people we've moved, and we have got pick 9 and 19. That's all we know at the moment.
But they move up, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. They'll move to 10. What's the fucking difference, man? Whatever, you know. Like,
Luke Bruce gone to Richmond, right?
Yeah, that would have been a nice move.
Mitch Duncan, West Coast.
Mitch Duncan, West Coast, right? So here we go, right? So here we go. We're looking at those sorts of moves, and they make total sense in the scheme of things of where Richmond and West Coast are at, right? Total sense. Why on earth are we not looking, not just them? I mean, retiring players is one thing, but just anybody with that sort of caliber, right?
I can answer that for you.
Why do we not put our foot in the pool for that? What do we do? I have no idea.
I'll answer that question very easily. What coaching experience do Luke Bruce and Mitch Duncan have? None.
Right.
Right. And secondly, Luke Bruce going to Richmond, all right, can start his apprenticeship under some great assistant coaches. All right. And same as Mitch Duncan. Whereas had they come to Carlton, who are they going to learn off? Jordan Russell.
That's actually it's actually a good point. All right, I get it. And the first thing that comes to
mind,
I
know what he's going to allude to right now. I know where you're going to go point to if you're not thinking it already. Is Sam Mitchell?
No, I was
not you, Morris.
Oh, no. I was just
he went to West Coast and went to fucking Hawthorn, and he's got him on the up.
Yeah, but Sam Mitchell did his apprenticeship under Adam Simpson, the premiership coach.
That's what I mean. I'm backing your fucking.
Yeah.
I'm backing
What I'm going to say is earlier on, there was talk in here about how I can't remember who said it. It was while I was watching before. People were saying, or somebody was saying, how if you're looking at coaches going to teams and so on and so forth, someone mentioned something along the lines. I'm paraphrasing. It was about how. No. It was about. I made a comment about book smarts versus experience smarts, and you were saying, you know, if you go study to be a neurologist or whatever it was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. But my thing there is, sure, Bruce and Duncan might not have coaching experience, but they have game experience and a shit ton of it. And for them to get a little bit of coaching training or coaching know-how, however they go about it, to have that experience in is Bruce their forwards coach now? Is that what he's gone in there for?
I think so. Yeah. Or no?
Oh no. I don't know. I know, but didn't Richmond lose
if that's what it is,
as well too?
No one can tell me, right, And this is the only example I can give, right? Me coming from the music industry, I've never had any teaching experience in my life, but I can go teach someone how to DJ in 2 seconds and they'll be perfectly fine. To me, it's no different with somebody that's played high grade football and can step into a team to coach a forward line because they know exactly what it takes.
He's a forwards coach. Coach.
So there we go. So to not look at names like Bruce for that, Duncan, okay, we understand, but I'll just take Bruce as the example. To not look at someone like Bruce like that solely because they might come into the club and not be able to learn off anybody, I think that's a cop out.
He also Taylor Duray is also there as well.
Like to me, you bring Boak in. Say you just bring Boak in as a midfield coach, right, or as a backs coach, or whatever it's going to be, right? You're going to tell me he wouldn't have the ability to coach that line? No one can tell me that.
He's played it enough, hasn't he? He's been there. He's been
coached. And this is correct. This is what I said before in my comment, that book smarts are one thing, experience smarts are another thing.
But but the thing is, do they want to be a coach too? You can go and lure them, but are they good at, are they a good teacher?
Well, Bruce is taking the role. Duncan's taking the role.
Yeah, I understand that, but is both a good teacher? Probably. I don't know. No one knows. Yeah,
we don't know. He would have to prove
himself. I agree. But I still
that's not the question. I think the question is, the question is, have they approached these people?
Probably
that's the question. We don't know.
I'd like to know if they were even on the table. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the question: are they going for the right people? Are they asking the question? We don't know yet. Like as I said, all we know is that they appointed these 2 coaches. Who else have they approached? We don't know. You know what I mean? Who else wanted to come? We don't know.
I know they approached Cam McKenzie from Hawthorn. They wanted him, but very hard to get out of the club. I mean, when you
they wanted that's as well too.
Oh, go on, Morris. Sorry.
But the other thing that, like, you look at it as well too, right? So we lost 6 coaches, right? And we've brought in 3.
Yeah.
And if we are to replace the other 3 that left, right, what roles are they going to take?
I think they're trying to thin it down, to be honest.
I know that they haven't replaced Reeves, have they?
Yeah, but he plays COD with his headset. He doesn't do anything. He holds the board up and plays COD. He doesn't do anything. He's got the headset like you have, or not anymore, but you did have the tally marketer headset. Bro, fuck off, bro. Apparently, somebody said in the chat he was doing tactical analysis. Bro, please. Not a chance.
Far out.
Not a chance, bro. Not a chance. Nah. I reckon they've thinned it down. I reckon they've gotten rid of all these people and only brought in the 3. I mean, if I go through it, so senior coach, Voss, assistant coach is Hansen, Josh Fraser is a forward, midfield stoppage and structure is Tim Clark, Lee Adams is your midfield coach, so they work hand in hand together. Ruck coach Cruiser, head of development Russell, Damien Truslove is our VFL coach, and then our development coach is Torrin Baker. I think that's it. I don't think they're appointing.
So let me ask you. I don't know if it was Mars, Rocco. I can't remember who said it. So either of you answer this, and everyone else in here as well. So I wouldn't mind getting everyone's opinion, chat as well. Is this, and do you believe that this is still a setup for another coach in a year's time?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think they've got other plans. I believe they've got other plans.
So can I ask you? So can I ask you a question? Obviously, we know this. Well, we don't know, technically speaking, but we can make a logical bloody prediction here. We're not going to win the flag, but say we did, right? Does Voss get? You know where I'm going, right? Does Voss stay?
Yeah, well,
okay. Right.
You know what? I'm going to say no.
We win the flag and they sack it.
If this is a setup for another coach,
I'm saying no.
This season.
Yeah,
I'm saying no. It's like Ange Postecoglou. He won a title, no good, mate. And he fell in. He fell in, mate.
What did he win? He didn't win the title.
Oh, fuck, he won a Europa League. It's hard.
He won a European trophy.
Europa, you know what that's like?
Here we go.
Hang on. No, don't start.
That's like missing the 8.
Oh,
That's like missing the 8.
Nah.
And you get put into the VFL.
No, Morris. No. Stop. Because you know what? We shouldn't go. We shouldn't go into this.
Him. So you're gonna get stuck in.
No, but the point is,
do you want to know? Sorry, Bo. Sorry, Bo. You know, sorry, guys. The reason why people
I'm
like
all for the
Mars,
rage, mate.
The reason why people like Mars rate the Europa League, all right,
I don't rate it.
His club
Here we go.
doesn't know what it's like to kiss the Champions League.
Okay, no, hang on, Morris.
And that's why he doesn't respect the Champions League.
I just had these visions of you at night.
I'm just disappointed in you.
I'm
disappointed in Henry. I'm disappointed in Henry. Look at him. I'm disappointed. I expected better from you, Henry. Liven up!
Now, listen, back to Mars's, back to your question, and Mars said it. I mean, if they win the premiership next year, right, you'd have to say that they asked a good panel and they got it right. You know what I mean? So what do? You couldn't sack him after you win a premiership.
No, he'd probably get a 5.
Yeah, you'd probably get an extension. And
he gets 1.5 a year, and then goes up.
So then this is not a setup, then, really.
No, he didn't set up, but they asked it.
Bro, they don't rate him as a coach. Simple as that. They ask for everyone else. They don't rate him, bro. I'm telling you. And he's not winning the flag. Simple as that. He's just not. He can get us to the 8.
He's not winning the flag.
He can get us to the 8, yeah, but he ain't getting winning the flag. I know.
Let me give you the Sebastiani. I understand that. Right? I understand that, but
we'll do it. All us three.
We'll
do it.
It just seems, when you say that out loud, it seems so fucking stupid. It's like, we're setting up for another coach. If you win the flag this year, you're still out. Fuck you.
Maybe they couldn't get who they wanted. So you've got to think for the future.
It's the biggest holding pattern you'll ever see in your life.
Right.
I get it.
If we make a prelim or grand final, what do you do with Foss?
Have a listen.
It's the same thing I just asked.
Yeah. If you're making prelims and grand finals, it means you've got something right.
All right, I'm going to pose this.
We believe that it's not the right setup and not the right formula.
No. Okay. Aiden and Henry, what do you keep him if he makes a prelim? It won't happen, but do you keep him?
No. Oh, well, it would take a miracle, but I mean, if that is to happen, then I'd keep him.
Something else. It depends on. Wait a sec. It's not just about do you keep him. Like, just say you make the prelim, right? Let's say you make a prelim, right, and you lose the prelim by a couple of points. So you've done really well. Team's playing well. It depends on who's available after that. If their plan was, let's say their plan was to get Chris Scott, right, and then he becomes available, then that's another question again, you know. But then if there's no one else,
you got Longmire and you got Simpson there. That's the thing. See, it's like 2023. Remember, we made a prelim, we lost by 15 points. The excuse was, we just ran out of gas. We did nothing in the off season. Nothing. We'll contend. And if we made a prelim next year, who said to say we won't do that again?
If we do nothing again, we just end up in the same
hole.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
It took 2 years to fill it up.
Peter V, thank you for the $10. I think ever since Hodge came to Brisbane in 2018, Harris Andrews and Starcevic have excelled at Carlton. And at Carlton, we've had no one with the similar credentials at that point of our rebuild. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's the thing that's stuck us out. We get for our rebuild.
Someone spoke about that just after the grand final, because it wasn't only Hodge that went there. You got to remember Gunston went there as well too, right?
Well, yeah.
And what it was Hodge turned players. Hodge became a leader and then taught others how to lead. And he left, and then you got DeZorko and the Lockie Neals and all
They got
these others.
someone else from Hawthorn as well. I forgot his name.
What's
his face?
Who, Birchall?
Yeah, they got Birchall from Hawthorn as well there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also picked up. They've also got a fucking list
Birchall
of
went to the
absolute-
Bulldogs.
But they've also got
Yeah.
they've also got a list of absolute guns, man. Like seriously, since that time, they've built their list nicely, man. They picked up some father and sons. You know, like we keep forgetting that you can get all the coaches and
Yeah,
that.
but they're the past 2 years. They're already up there before that. They got McCluggage. They had Rayner.
Yeah, but every year, Mars, if you look at it, they
get
slowly.
better, yeah, because they're
They
smart
kept
recruiters.
on like putting players in there that were making it better, you know.
Of course, but that's what good list managers do. Good, they foresight
We
the
don't-
future.
We don't do that, do we? We don't
Well, we didn't up until Nick Austin. Well, you got Sauce over there who just decided to sabotage the whole fucking club because none of
Adrian
these.
said it perfectly. What did we do after 23? We stood still.
We did
we
nothing.
always-
We
we
kept
stood still
everyone
for
on.
Hey, we stood still for ages.
Yep. And
We kept Marchbank. We gave Cunningham, Marchbank, and Jack Martin another year, and look where that got us. Nowhere.
Yeah, no, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Now we're kind of
Fuck off, mate. It's not with the disappointing. Oh, I can't stand the word.
why?
I can't
Why?
stand
Why?
it. I just
Why?
simply cannot stand it.
Why not? Tell me why.
Give me 1 sec.
It's
It's a
literally after
therapy.
every little press conference we have after we lose a game, every single player, when they go to talk to that stupid interviewer or whatever it is, every word is disappointing. Yeah, we're disappointed. We'll come back next week and we'll give it a red hot crack. It's the same shit every single week. And I've said it all year. All year. It's the same shit. Every single damn week. Disappointing. Oh, yeah, we're disappointed. We'll hit the track and we'll be better next week. And then you go out and you lose by fucking 60 to North Melbourne or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, they were down by 50 odd. Yeah. Yeah.
So what you're saying
Am I
there?
crashing out? Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in.
The little yeet.
So what you're saying there, Henry, is are they really disappointed?
Oh, God knows. I'm sick of hearing the word disappointed. Say anything
Yeah,
else
well,
but disappointed. I beg.
It's just a buzz,
I
mate.
beg you.
I'm
I
gonna
beg
make
you,
it a
Rocco. Say
t-shirt.
anything else.
Sick of being
The word
disappointed.
disappointed or disappointing.
I'm
Just shut it.
actually disappointed. I'm actually disappointed you don't like that word.
He's disappointed that he's disappointed that it doesn't, and he's disappointed that he doesn't like the word, huh? But as they say, yeah, I love this one. What about this one, Henry? You love this one. Wait, not that one. Stick fat.
Oh, fuck. That's
Um,
about
Did anyone hear what Cripps said about how he's never been? He's so confident about next year compared to how he was this year.
Wait up.
Every year he says that.
I'll clip up Rocco here. I won't even paraphrasing. They are selling us the dream.
Exactly.
They need to. Hey, you know what? I still can't get over right how they've just manipulated the fans. They put them in a hypnosis, right? And how bad this season was, and no one's talking about how bad it was.
Yeah, but how are you? What are you excited about next year? Like that's what I'd ask.
But
what are you excited about?
I know we have to move on. I know we have to move on.
But players are leaving. We've got fucking Spuds coming in and all that. What are you excited about? Just be honest.
What Spuds? What Spuds are coming in?
Oh, we got what do you call it?
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Aiden, and I don't mean to be a prick. Why is Chesser no good?
I mean, I haven't watched a lot of him. I haven't watched a lot of the plays. That's why I'm assuming
a spud.
Yeah, but they're depth players. That's the thing. What are we going after depth players for? We've got
But he's a first round pick that had injuries that has just gotten over him. Came back into the West Coast side and started and started making a difference to them.
So what,
Yeah,
Morris?
I haven't watched him. That's the thing.
We're just getting like he doesn't like. No one really wants him. Yeah, he's so was Paddy Dow, mate. Paddy Dow was a pick 2, whatever he was, pick 3. Like
3.
so, is this what we're getting excited over?
Okay.
Chester, who's played 36 games for West Coast.
We're not getting excited over that. So then who do we go and get?
Until he proves himself. Adam's right. He's a spud until he proves himself.
So who do we go and get?
I don't know, but at the moment, I don't know, man. I am not the list, man. Like, you don't get it. Like, I don't know. I got no control. All I'm saying is all we got is what we see at the moment. And are you happy to what we've seen at the moment?
No, but I feel, and like I've stated, I don't know if you watched the whole episode tonight, but I stated I believe the list is going to the side that they put out next year is going to be completely different, right?
Yeah,
and I'll ask this: is Jagger Smith a dud?
I don't know. You don't know. You're all acting like Jagger Smith's going to be. I hope he's a generational player. But you just asked me. Wait a sec. You're going to make me answer. You asked me, is Jagger Smith a dud? You asked me, correct? Can I answer it? I don't know, and neither do you.
I know that, but why doesn't Jagger Smith have to? Why doesn't he have to prove himself? But
He does.
He does.
Chess is a dud until
Chess has got to prove himself too.
So
but Chess has been in the system for fucking 3 years.
Injured.
Oh, injured. Everyone's injured. He's only played 36 games, man. He's always injured. He's been okay. He could barely get into the West Coast side, bro.
I'm gonna give me 1 sec. Steba, perfect. $2.99. Thank you. Must have won a multi. My back hurts listening to Morris speak tonight.
Mars, I got to call it.
Are you going?
I got to call it, man.
Love you and leave you.
It's time to go!
I'm sure everyone woke up after that.
That's true. What Andy just said there. Chess is coming from the West Coast system.
Yeah, fucking.
We are banter. This is who we're. Chess is coming. How big of a difference do you reckon Chess is going to make?
Elijah Hollins came from the Gold Coast system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at where he's at now.
Yeah, and look at.
But football ability. Look at football ability.
Yeah, you showed.
But we know he had football ability. He had football ability at West Coast. At Gold Coast.
Right up.
He was
going to be with Aaron Greaves.
Elijah Hollins had injuries and only had a handful of games at Gold Coast.
Yeah. And he's a dud.
Yeah, and he played a few good games, and now he's
a dud. He's a dud. He's a dud.
So are you so what about Motlop? What about Motlop? You happy with that?
What about
or is he a dud? Is he a dud that needs to prove himself?
He has to prove himself too, Morris.
I'm the first one that says that.
He's been shit for 2 years.
They've all got to prove themselves,
4
man.
years.
At the end of the day, this whole team has to prove themselves, bro. This whole team. So don't tell me people like Chess coming. Oh, you got bloody. I hope that Jagger Smith wins the next 18 Brownlow medals. I hope he does it, right? But at the end of the day, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting. You've seen him play. You've seen him play 3/4 of a scrap game.
I haven't seen him properly play.
That's what you saw him. You saw him 3/4 against St Kilda. That's what you saw.
Yeah, I get that.
And then what about this Chesser? What have you seen? I bet you didn't even know who the fuck Chesser was until we mentioned him.
No, I knew who he was.
You knew who he was he? Did you?
Yeah.
Come on, man. If I bumped him, if he popped up in my room here, I wouldn't know who he was.
That's because you only look at the top of his head.
Oh, come on, bro, man. Like, we're talking about players like we're getting a change. We need we need a change at this club, and it starts from the culture, and it starts from winning mentality. We're picking
But
up
that's what I've said.
his winning mentality is 9 games in 3 years.
So who do you go and get, Rick?
I don't know.
Because you name me a Brisbane player at the moment that would happily want to come to Carlton.
Starcevic. But he's gone to West Coast. He's gone to West Coast.
I'm getting people saying here who we're supposed to get, potentially at a new environment. I understand that. But what I'm saying is we've seen bananas at the moment. You're setting it up like we're going to get this. It's going to be a different thing. Nothing's going to be different at the moment. At the moment, nothing is different. Zero is different.
But the current list that you have, like those fringe players, the proof's in the pudding. It's not working with them.
Yes, that's right.
So you don't go around again with them.
What about do you like I don't know if it's going to happen, but do you like the talk of Ryan Burden?
No.
Who?
And Ryan Burden will not come to Carlton.
What the fuck is that?
From Port Adelaide, used to play for Hawthorn.
From Port Adelaide.
Yeah, see, I don't know these fucking players that are coming in.
So Ryan Burden apparently found himself at the crossroads at Port Adelaide and wanted a bit of did the right thing, went up to a lot of the coaches and said, "Can I pick your brains in? What do I need to do? Blah, 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 blah." And they kind of, he got the hard words spoken to him. And it was, "You don't fit in our plans."
Mold, yeah.
All right. And a lot of that dialogue came from Chris Davies. So the one good thing, because I don't rate Ryan Burden, the good thing is Chris Davies is out now at Carlton. So he was one of the main drivers.
Imagine if he delisted him so he could pick him up at Carlton.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird, that one there, man. He really did get delisted while he was there, and now all of us.
He's not the worst footballer. Is he better than McGovern?
Probably. At the moment,
I mean, there's a lot that are better than McGovern, but I'm just saying.
But McGovern now, I think he's better than McGovern now. Yeah.
If you got him on 400k, you take him 300 to 400, but you probably not 500. You probably get him.
But when I look at the current, when I look at our team, everyone, when I look at this team, right, I'm thinking, what do I need for this team to be next level, right? These players that you mentioned aren't going to do it for me at the moment. They might.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Look at this.
Look
at them. Look how happy they are. Mr. 1.7 million and Mr. $1 million himself a year. Look at him. Look at him.
How much is he getting paid a year, Silvani?
Look at the prick.
A mil a year.
7 figures, baby. 7 figures.
$1 million a year.
Hey, and did you notice?
No wonder we got 619.
Did you notice what a difference they look how they look without a Carlton jumper on?
Yeah, they look like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Wait till they're playing in front of 3 fucking people.
I promise you, I don't care who steals my idea, but I'm going like this to the game. I'm going like that. I'm sitting in fucking front row, and I'm gonna go like that to the game. I'm going like this to the footy game. I don't give a shit, and it's gonna say Tom de Cont St Kilda and Charlie. And fucking Jack needs his daddy. That's it. Needs his fucking daddy. I don't care if you want to. Well done. You got paid. Good stuff. But I'm gonna do it, and I don't care if I get kicked out. I'll probably get kicked out just for having that. I'm gonna say, did that guy get kicked out?
It's the best thing we've done. Get rid of them.
I'm going to throw a spanner into the works to you guys and also everyone in the chat. Is Stephen Silvani going to dog us?
Yeah, with Ison and Harry Dean.
With Harry Dean?
Why are you going to dog him?
Yeah. Probably. No,
he's going to dog him.
So we have to match the pick.
Yeah, I know, but every club should be smart enough to do that.
Like, but that doesn't happen in the AFL.
It doesn't happen.
It's like a goodwill system. That's what they work
What do you
on.
mean? It happens plenty of times. They did it with Dacos. They did it with Silvani.
But Dacos a fucking freak.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, Essendon tried to do it with Carlton, with Silvani.
It happens, but it's for down the road. It's all good faith. It's all bullshit. But yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all for optics.
He probably will. He doesn't give a fuck. And you
how,
know what?
How bad does a Silvani look in the St Kilda jersey? Mate, it's
It's bloody disgusting, man.
I can't wait. I can't fucking. I hope it's round one. Fuck Richmond. I want them round one. I can't fucking stand St Kilda. They're up there with like Collingwood nearly for me. I just can't stand them. I hate their fake fucking supporters too.
If the AFL start, you play that bloody maybe round 2, man. Straight
round
up.
2. And then Carlton Collingwood.
At the MCG, man. Full on, man.
But,
I get in a brawl with them. I get in a brawl. I don't care.
Or would you do like Carlton, St Kilda, right? If we only play them once a year, next year, right, and it's a St Kilda home game, should every Carlton supporter boycott going? So there's only like 6. So there's only like, I don't know, 16 St Kilda supporters in the stands.
Nah, what are you going to do? You're not going to buy some
boycotting. I'm going there to slay them.
Man, I pay big money for my sponsor.
I'm going to give them mental scars by the end of that game. They're going to have fucking demons, bro. They're going to have demons. I've had demons for 30 years, so it doesn't make a difference if we lose.
I don't know if it's going to be at home, but if it's an away game, Mars, I want to.
No, I'm buying home and away because they're going to do the double header. And both of them, I don't give a fuck.
I want front row tickets.
You're going to get fucking oath. We're going to get first class tickets, mate. This is what it is. Fuck them. See Silvani twerk for fucking other clubs like that now. Look at him. He's all happy. Look at him. Look at him.
Well, that's the worst thing. As I said,
he's fucking smug. Look at his smug head. Look at it.
It looks like his knee about to go. Anyway.
I love how quickly we can turn on players. 1 minute we love I love you, and then go fuck yourself, you fucking dog.
No, but he turned on us.
Yeah, he did. He slung himself around for 8 weeks. Fuck.
No, he went boring around and made us look like he did it in front of us, man. It's like going to a nightclub with your missus, right? And your missus is fucking talking to guys right in front of you. That's what that was like. And we just sat there. I would have
pimp slapped him. I would have pimp slapped him.
And what did we do? We just sat there like a little bumble. Shut up, shit. But I tell you that was disgraceful.
Mars, did you watch the
what did they do with TDK?
No, I haven't. I don't want
what they do with TDK, they make him play 100 games. That was another
fuck off.
It's sickening. But yeah, no.
I'm actually
I'm enraged.
You got never mind, I won't say it.
Would you take Jai Simpkin?
No.
What's that?
No way.
Jai Simpkin, would you take him?
No.
Morris?
No.
It's a unanimous no. I'm just throwing it out.
What about would you take the bloody you said it earlier on, but what's the bloody St Kilda captain that they're getting rid of?
Jack Steele.
Would you take him for a couple of years?
I would.
Yeah.
On the cheap.
Nah, he's coming from another losing culture.
Yeah, fuck him.
But he's a really good footballer.
Was. Just like the great Andy Tate used to say, not that one, but the Man United supporter, he used to say, he was.
Yeah,
not anymore.
What's he going to give us?
Is he going to do better than George Hewitt? Same player.
He's the same player, and we're trying to move away from those players, right?
Yeah. What was it? Charlie's even worse. Blokes letting rival players openly joke about poaching him and not doing shit. Yeah. He's copping golden showers. He's like a gimp. He's in a gimp suit. He's getting dominated. He's got a gaggy. He's getting dominated. I shouldn't say that with Henry here, but don't go and search that up. Cover your ears.
No, don't go watching Pulp Fiction.
That's right.
Oops.
See what we think about Hewitt now.
No, and this is, you know what? All this shit is an actual issue where Silvani just going around doesn't give a shit. You got Curnow joking around. You got McRae saying he's having dinner with Silvani, and This is a problem at our club. We're allowing this. Clubs now are openly mocking us, and we're doing nothing about it. We're doing nothing about it.
In the TDK video, he said it's an honor and I got to play 100 games, but it was time for a fresh start. Fuck off,
What
man.
a fucking load of shit that was. He got offered what, fucking 10 million, and he
face in the AFL.
What a bullshit artist he is.
What was that,
We don't
Henry?
know why he left. He's a
He's got
fucking
the most
liar.
punchable face in the AFL. Absolute prick. Prick. Written all over his forehead. P-R-I-C-K. Prick.
What did the Conning say?
He said that it was an honor. I got to play 100 games, but it was time for a fresh start. What fresh start? What after 5-6 years?
After 100 games, he got a fresh start.
No, bro. A fresh start was the bank account with 7 fucking 6 zeros attached to a 1.
Just say I went for the money, man. Just say it. Like, we're not idiots.
How disappointing is that?
Oh, no. Don't say that. Henry's going to freak out.
I'm done. Give me the boot.
Is that it, Henry, for you?
Yep, I'm done.
All right.
Can't
Love
that
you and
stupid
leave
word
you.
anymore.
You
It's
got
time
to go to bed. Time to go to bed.
It's time to go!
Thanks, Henry. Little star. You can go check him out on the Blue Baggers pot. Oh, fuck, now,
What did Silvani say? Does anyone know what Silvani said?
Yeah, he said something about to all the Carlton supporters, go fuck yourself or something.
Damn it,
He
up
can
your
go and
ass.
fuck himself.
No,
the
he
dog.
didn't. No, he didn't.
No, yeah, I know.
No.
He wouldn't say
I
that.
don't want to hear nothing from them anymore. I don't want to hear
Nah.
nothing from them anymore. Zero.
Mate, this bloke's done a full photo shoot as well, the grub. Oh, that's
They're
wrong.
all irrelevant. Hey, on a serious note, how much money, all right, would you throw at Zach Bailey?
Fuck.
1.2.
He's a fucking good player, mate. Premiership experience, star, man. Like, see, he's exactly what we need.
Because you know,
There was word he was going to go to Essendon.
Yeah, and like,
he's not going there.
like that he want. It was his turn to get a decent contract. And that's the reason why Starcevic is going. That's why they're starting to spread now.
You know why I would pay him good money? Because he's done it over a period of time. It's not just one season.
Yeah.
It's compounding like season on season and becoming like fuck. He's top caliber. Is it?
He's top caliber.
And he's an elite performer.
Now he's a dual premiership player. He almost won the Norm Smith. If he had kicked straight, the
He
bloke
would have kicked 10 goals. He should have kicked
I
10
know.
goals. Yeah. I was praying not that he kept missing. I'm like, good, beautiful, baby Norm back to back.
Yeah, he'd be someone I'll be seriously considering paying a lot of money to get over.
I'd pay him 1.2. Look, you'd probably have to. Put it this way: are you going to pay fucking TDK 1.3 million, or are you going to pay Zach Bailey 1.3
Bailey,
million?
I'd pay him $5 million a year.
There you
Do
go.
the deal now. Do the deal now.
Would you?
He's an explosive player too. Real explosive.
Would you take a
How old is
gamble? Oh, he's youngish.
Who?
25.
How old is he?
He's 25.
Maybe
Yeah.
25.
Perfect
26
age
at most.
If he's 25, man, and seriously, and because there was word that he was like
26.
looking at
26.
Essendon.
Yeah.
Man, you'd definitely be like chasing someone like that. But that's when you need to do the deal with and get rid of Kerno.
Fuck, would you send? Imagine sending. Nah, fuck. Imagine sending Kerno to Brisbane for Bailey.
Yeah, but
I'll do that.
Oscar Allen's there.
Yeah, well. Huh?
Yeah, no, fuck it, I'll do that. I don't care. You know, when you were saying, someone said like, "Oh, he's gonna go over there and he's gonna kick 60 goals for Sydney. And he's gonna win flags." I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care.
just
I
what
don't
it is.
care. He can go and win the next 10 flags. I don't care.
No, but Rock, do you want to give him away for nothing?
No, you're not going to give him away for nothing. But if you're doing a deal like a Zach Bailey, which this is just bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
saying. Of course, you're not going to give him away for nothing, man. You got 4 years on his contract. you're going to get the best possible deal for him. You have to.
Would you do, because you weren't in the conversation before, would you
But I
do
was
the two first round picks with Ollie Florent?
Yeah.
You would?
Yep. Because then you get you get him, you get the first rounder where you can do something.
But the other picks are future. That's the thing.
Yeah, and that's what you need, bro. You need it for next year because the deal is you might need 2 first rounders to get
Cody Walker.
Cody Walker.
That's nothing.
Well, you're going to have to work out a way to get another first rounder for next year.
Hey, on that, right? So I've got 2 questions. All right. Would you take a gamble on Bobby Hill?
No.
He's riddled with problems.
He's going to get rid of culture.
Nah, he's fucked.
No, I'm asking.
Why, literally?
No chance.
And this is, I actually thought of this the other day, right? So you know how they're talking how
Maybe, but fuck.
No.
Is this how it works? Have I answered my own question, right? So you know how they're saying it might take 2 picks for Cody Walker, right?
Yeah. That's what
is that only if, because I understand how the point system works, right? Is that only if someone matches at the start? Because if we've got pick, let's say we get pick 10.
Yep.
And no one picks him.
You can get it.
Then you just pick him in pick 10.
No, and we don't pick him with pick 10.
Yeah.
All right. And we don't pick him with pick 10, right? And then it goes to someone picks him, let's say like pick 14, argument, or pick the pick after. They pick him the pick after, right? Because pick 11 isn't worth enough a lot of points. So pick 1's worth 3,000 points. All right.
Correct.
And then it diminishes quite a lot.
Correct.
Pick 11.
So 3,000, and then it goes depending on the year. It's like 2,500, then 22 for pick 3, and then pick 5 is like 1,800, 1,900, and it goes
All right. So work it off this year. So we've got pick 9.
Yeah.
What's
pick 9's about 1,400.
All right. And what's pick 10?
Pick 10 is 1,350, 13 something like that.
So we don't. If he went at pick 1, we would have had to find with the discount that you get 3,000 points.
Yeah, you would have got it with the lower picks that we got up until about to 50. The bottom, so 50 is about 250 points.
Yeah, you only get points in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, and then then after 73, 74, nothing.
Yeah. So let's say like it was this year, right? We didn't pick him up with pick 9.
Yeah.
All right. But pick 10 then based it. We'd be able to match. All right. We'd be able with
next
picks down the line. Like we might have
a
second
you
rounder
can get
and a third rounder.
Correct. Like 30, 40, 50 and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because then we only have to make so many points because he's gone at a pick 11.
Yeah.
But the point is that they're going to try to pick him up, pick 1.
Oh, 100%. But are they basically killing the father-son legacy?
Slowly.
If your kid's a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like what they did with the it's like the out of bounds rule, the deliberate, the interpretation. Now it's last kick out of bounds will be between the arcs. They're slowly working towards it. Because I know now that we've got with the pick 9 and the 20 that we have now for or 19. Is it 19 or 20? 19, right?
19.
So we've got 2,500 points for this year. So we can still get rid of
how many points is pick 19?
Give me 1 sec. Let me go back. I've got the chart. 19 is about 1,000.
So
what do you reckon Harry Dean's going to go at?
No. How much is it exactly?
It's like approximately 1,000. It just depends on the draft. 1,030.
1,030. Yeah.
They're gonna split that. They're gonna move that on. It's too many points for Harry Dean.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Is that
you said pick 19.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Harry Dean.
Well, yeah,
it's too
because
many points. We only need about 800 points.
What do you mean?
800. We only need about 800 points for Harry Dean.
He could go pick 5.
Yeah,
it's like 1,800 points.
Yeah.
No, but you get the discount.
Discount, yeah, you do.
How much is the discount?
20%, something like that.
No, I think it's a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more.
That's the last time it's going to be.
You're still going to need, if he goes to pick 5, you're still going to need a fair amount of points.
Oh, but if he goes at pick 5, that means like there's some good talent. I had a look at some of the kids. Like who's stiff in a way? Hawthorn and Adelaide. They miss out on remember was it Ben Allen?
Yeah.
Remember Ben Allen? He captained Hawthorn, I think, and then went to Adelaide.
Yeah.
He was a gun.
Yeah.
Hey, his son's going to go top 10, right? He's an absolute star. His kid. All right.
Discount 10%, I reckon.
No, he not eligible.
I'm saying Lou said the discount's 10%.
I think it's 20.
10.
I think it's 20.
No, it was a bit more. I think they're moving it to 10.
10, yeah. I think it's 20 now.
Oh, they're going to move it to 10. Anyway, we're going to get him. We'll get him. They're not going to not get him.
Oh, 100%. 100%. What I would have done with the father-son is I would have said, you know what? We're going to completely revamp it, and we're going to make it fair across everywhere, but it starts in 5 years' time. And the reason being, all right, is let's say Chris Judd has a son now, right, and he's 12 years old.
Sorry to cut in. Lou's right. They changed from 20 to 10 this year.
Okay.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they changed it to 10.
They're making it hard. Yeah, they're making it harder, yeah.
So in 5 years' time, all the kids that belong to all these players, and if they're only 12 years old, mate, who knows if they're any good?
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about father and son. Like, we'll get who we want. At the end of the day, if there's a player like Walker and there was Dacos and that, they're going to move heaven and earth to get those players in, man. Trust me. And for next year, trust me, Walker's all the accolades. He's getting it all. Everyone knows he's going to be a top 5 player, right? So they're already planning for that next year. And this is why this year, with their draft picks and what they're going to do with Curtin, this is why I think they're really keen on moving on Curnow, because they're going to be looking towards next year and this year. And this is why what Mars says, it's a holding pattern. I definitely believe they've got I hate to say the 5-year plan, but they've got a 2 or 3 year kind of vision. I'm not even going to use plan, vision.
Well, they've already fucked the 5-year plan they made in 2022 by the sounds
We've
of
been
it.
doing a 5-year plan for 30 years, bro.
Yeah, but you know the issue, and it was like when I was on that show, Paul nailed it to a T, right? So every time they came out with a 5-year plan, the people that represented and embedded that plan weren't there to see it through.
Of course.
So
they can do a 5-year plan and then like contract Voss and Cook for 3 years. How does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. If you've got a 5-year plan, wouldn't you bloody put your bloody leaders for 5 years too so they can see through this plan? You know what I mean? I don't believe in these plans. A plan to me is to appease the supporters so you don't get too upset. You know, they go, oh, we've got a 5-year plan, so you just see it.
You know what
To
the
me,
5-year
next
plan
year
should be? It should be flag.
It should be flag. Next year, what they should be doing is we're setting up next year to make finals and beyond, man. Like, we're going to pick up. Like, what's his 5-year plan? A 5-year plan is telling people that, oh, you know, just relax, don't get too upset, buy your memberships. You know what's funny this year? Like, with our captain coming out, they started real early this year.
Yeah,
like,
they need to sell. They need to sell.
Already starting. You know why? Because they're panicking already.
Yeah, they're list managers for the membership department. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if we just did a maths right now, I was just doing all the maths. So with pick 19, 39, 48, and 66, 66 doesn't give us any points, but from 19 to 48, that gives us 1,155 points. So saying if Harry Dean, just on the picks that we have now, not knowing that we're gonna get a picks for Harry for fucking Curno, right? Say if he goes pick 5, you need 1,795 points. So you need to put in another.
What pick has St Kilda got?
What do you mean? For who?
In the draft.
Club pick. Give me one sec. They got 7, 47, and 62.
So how many? 7? So how many points is 7?
They've only got 1,661. We've got right now 2,480. No, 2,500. I think.
What if they pick him at pick 7? Do we have to match that then?
Yeah.
Which is how many points? 7.
So pick 7 is 1,543. So we'd need another pick. We've got enough to cover it, but you don't really want to use the pick 9.
You don't.
But then you could just use the pick 9. But I don't think they want to do that.
But it's not the 1,500 that you need.
No, because there's a discount.
There's a disc. Yeah, so it's about 1,350.
1,350. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,350, and that's why the pick 9.
Yeah, it gets you straight in.
But that's why you got to move that or.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, pick 9. You can split it for this year and then next year, or you can just split it into next year all at once. You could probably trade pick 9 right for a future first. So you're looking after Cody. You know what I mean? If they don't use it, but that's if they don't use it for a free agent this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
this is why the Curno deal is so big.
Yeah.
And you know where
not a free agent. Sorry, not a free agent, for a contracted player. Sorry.
Yeah. Is there a discount for cash if you give them cash on the side?
We've got 800 grand sitting under the fucking table. Every year.
We've got the 800 grand under the fucking.
Yeah. So and then you need. What about Ison as well? You need to get it to secure him. If he's high,
they're saying he's a first rounder.
Right, if Ison's first round, we're fucked. Yeah, do we pay GST? That's full GST.
Go on the AFL website. Go on the trade period, and
no, but they all fucking spill shit from their ass. They're all bullshit artists. That's what they are.
True, man.
Twomey and Riley Beverly fucking dogs.
Twomey.
He's a fucking idiot. I hate the idiot.
Relax.
Anyway, I'm going to go and eat.
The draft range, I reckon, is 20 to 40.
Yeah, hey, Rock, would you do this trade?
Fucking hell, I'm never going to eat. Go.
Charlie Curnow to Melbourne.
Yeah,
for Clayton Oliver, Stephen May.
The whole fucking team.
And their first pick.
Nah, you're getting junk there.
What do you mean?
What are you getting? Stephen Oliver, who's on the bloody lines every night, man, and he's not going to. What you're going to get with him? He's had like 6 good games this year, and then you're going to get Stephen May, who's 300 years old. What are we doing, mate? What are we doing? Are we playing for a premiership next year? Are we?
You could
I
be.
reckon
You don't
we-
know.
We could be.
Yeah, with Oliver and Thing in there. Nah,
I got one for you, Rocco.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, man. I'll be looking to set up the team for the next 5 or 6 or 7 years, man. Not now.
Oh fuck!
I've got a good
You know
trade.
what? If that's
You
the
can't ever
case,
shut the fuck up,
what are we buying a membership for?
huh? I've been asked this a million times. So some fucking idiot doesn't buy my membership. So when I want to
That's
go
right.
watch a flag, I've got my seat. All right. Why do you buy it?
I'm still up to go watch the footy, man. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter.
love going to watch it too as a social event too. We're a social experiment anyway. But Rocco, can you do this?
Yeah, so Unfiltered on Tuesday, episode 2 was a big one. We were smoking cigars, drinking Hennessy on Tuesday. This week, we have got Crystal Lady coming in. So get ready for some do. I know that you're scared of it. They're confused as fuck. You're a bit scared of the witchy poo there, but the witchy poo's coming in.
I ain't scared, mate.
You're
No weapon.
scared, mate.
Hey,
You're
no
scared.
weapon- no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Yeah,
Right?
why?
And
I'm
every
gonna tell her.
and every
I've got
every
your
tongue-
I've
and
got
every
your
tongue will
details. I've got your date
every
of
tongue
birth.
will confess that Jesus
I've got your
Christ is
date
Lord
of
and
birth. I've
Savior.
got your name.
Always
I'm gonna,
remember that.
I'm gonna get her to do a special
right.
thing on Morris, man. Anyway, Crystal Lady's coming, sitting right next to Andy.
Explicit Empress is her name.
Yes,
If you want to
yes.
see on Instagram.
Actually, she's a star. I've been chatting with her on the thing. She's a star. We're going to talk a bit about just her beliefs and that, and we'll talk about some other stuff. And we've already been working out. So make sure Tuesday night, 9 p.m., get down and we talk a little bit of Unfiltered. And if you just want to catch up on a little bit of history, remember Bada Bing, History of Rocco, get on there. First story came out and have a bit of listen to the bucket war in the Rocco style. Make sure.
This starts on Monday until the 6th until the 15th of October. Brown paper trades, the AFL trade period. I'll just be covering Carlton.
When's that? Is it every night or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll do it every night. Yeah, I'll get home and I'll just do my little 7 to 10 minute piece and I'll put it out. And then, yeah, if you like it, drop a comment. If you don't, drop a dislike. I don't really care. And then we've got the Unfiltered, and then we've got Glory Hunters on the Wednesday at 8 p.m. An hour and a half show. Catch all the Big Six EPL round. We'll preview and review the past and the future round coming up. Are you going to be on it, Maurizio, or what?
On the what?
On the Glory Hunters. No. All right, fair enough. You don't want to talk because you're too good, huh? Too good.
Not that I don't want to talk.
Who do you follow?
Liverpool.
I'm a member. I've been a Liverpool member for many, many years.
Well, you know what? I don't follow EPL, but now I hate Liverpool and I hope they fail this year badly.
Come on, man.
You know
give me a title.
Why would you say that? Because of me.
Because you like them. And now I want you to get punished this year. And I reckon they will too. What I've been hearing about them, it's all downhill.
And I hope next year,
Butter bing, butter bag, butter.
Butters bing, butters bang.
Butters in, butters bang.
Hey, I hope next year Carlton make the premiership, Rock. And the night before the grand final, you cop it in the ass and can't go to the fucking
idiot.
Yeah.
I'd enjoy that, and I might go the next day happy.
If it was called Glory Holes, I'd be on it. Yeah, 100% you would be, you dickhead. Anyway, it's been a good night. Fuck, three and a bit hours. Fucking hell, it doesn't end.
It's not bad. Hey, I'm going to start putting my hourly rate up.
Yeah, here we go. Here he is.
What are you charging now?
Well, what do you mean? Oh, I'm not going to tell the audience that. But
what are you charging the car park? What were you charging in the car park at Howler?
$12. Weren't you charging $12 an hour in the car park?
No. That's what I was giving Aiden. Aiden was subcontracting to me. Did you get your key ring, Aiden?
Nah. Yeah, I did.
Did you? He got his key ring.
He
Right.
got,
Really?
he got a box of Pringles after it too.
Hey, you didn't get it.
No, from Scotty, I did. Scotty gave me his.
Oh, did he? That's like Fagan giving away the premiership medal.
But yeah, if you haven't dropped a like, make sure you hit the like. If you're watching and you're not in the live chat, make sure you drop a comment as well. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to be notified for every single video that comes out. Hey Mars, man, my XL t-shirt, I ordered it over a month ago. You slacker. Fuck, right, yeah.
Who's that?
Send that. Rockamoro, I'll send it.
Yes,
I'll send
yes, sorry.
You know what? No, I'm not even. I'll send it over with Bo. There you go.
Yeah.
Silver Service,
Done.
because the wrestling is coming up next weekend as well. No, I won't be there. SmackDown, Crown Fools, and then Monday night. Yeah, Crackdown, Crown Fools, and yeah, Monday Night Raw. So yeah.
And be prepared for emergency meeting because, mate, it could happen at any time, especially if Kerno, if they do the big trade, you'll be dropping an emergency straight away,
yeah.
right?
I'm going to have to do one midday. I'm going to have to tell my boss, hey, sorry, emergency meeting. It'll be all right. Yeah, done.
Yeah, so
Mars, give Motlop a shout out. Our boy's going to kick 25 and have 25 goal assists next year. Only Carlton, only Motlop. So
hey, I hope if Kerno gets traded, it's on a Tuesday. I hope the deal gets done on a Tuesday.
Why is that?
No unfiltered.
Late Tuesday.
No unfiltered.
There.
You're a fucking idiot. What a fucking crumb. You're a scumbag.
Hey, you're a dud. You know why? You're a dud. You know why?
Why?
Because what time does it close every day? 5 p.m.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't go past 5. It'll actually be perfect because then we can do a 6 o'clock section lead into unfiltered.
You don't think, Morris? You don't think?
No, it's not that I don't think. When Charlie gets traded,
yeah,
the emergency meeting will go for about 24 hours.
But
you'll have that many people that are going to want to come on and they're going to comment this and that.
No, it's not. It's not coming on for anyone that just any bloody riffraff on the street. We're lucky we let you on.
What are you talking about? If it wasn't for me, the show doesn't exist.
Don't let Morris jump on for when Kerno leaves. 100%. Bo,
it's all right. I'll jump on Blue Abroad.
There you go. You can go, mate. The platforms are all there to go on. Mate, I'll go on there. I'll go. I'll jump on with you.
I don't know the other platforms. I only know Jumper Punch and Blue Abroad.
Well, there it is. The only two you need to know. Oh, and Monday Blues.
And I know Gate 3.
Yeah, dickhead. You better not be wearing it. How the hell are you going to get it to me? Bro, you got to go past Tullamarine anyway. So you're going to come and see me before you leave, you dickhead.
Shut up, stupid. Got to make excuses. All right. We're going to get it to you. Oh, Jesus.
Just ship it to him.
No, that's I'm going to get him hand serve straight into his hands, mate.
You know about that. Hand serve.
Maybe Senor Moro doesn't want to see Bocek.
He wants to see him.
100% he will. At 3 a.m., 100% just drop past, man. I don't care. I'll be awake, man. I'm awake every hour of the morning.
You practically drive past his house to get to the airport.
Genuinely. 24-hour gate challenge. 24-hour challenge at gate 3. All right, done. We'll do it. Let's all set up. No, let's do a week.
All right, done.
Anyway.
Is the dog smashing the food, right?
100%.
How's the dog's enjoying the food?
I got a bit sick. What kind of food did you give me?
Look at this fucking bastard. You're going to kill Cleo, you dog.
What are you doing, mate?
You're going to kill her.
Are you sure you didn't give me cat food?
Maybe.
Nah, she's loving it.
Yeah? No, good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good. You're looking healthy. All right, guys.
Aiden, love you, leave you. Confused as fuck. He's always confused as fuck. Rocco, I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Have a look
Mate, this bloke
Have a
doesn't
look
shut his
No,
fucking
mate.
mouth.
Hey, have a look where Aiden is. Have a look where Aiden is.
Yeah, he's back
Don't
in
you
his
love
bed.
it?
How did you just fucking realise his mouth?
That's the real setting.
Hey, as soon as people started talking about glory holes and car parks, he's gone in the bedroom.
You're a dickhead. Who is this? Star Chamber Andrades. Nice word. I like your DP as well. Nice AI. F. Kerno traded to West Coast, get picked 2 this year. First pick in 2026. Don't let Kerno dictate wherever he goes.
Exactly.
We won't. But yeah, anyway, thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone that's watching it. Everyone that got this far again, legends, another 3-hour marathon. And everyone that joined us tonight on the panel, love yous, leave yous, go Blues. It's another one.